we're back.
Love them axes.
What up?
Yeah. All right, everybody. Welcome to Leyliners Part 4, our episodic actual play campaign based on the Artifact game system that we're actively creating in our game design podcast, RPG from Scratch. If the game that you're watching us play sounds like something you and your friends would enjoy, please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/rpgfs, where patrons get access to the rulebooks and other errata as we release them. Also, we're going to be re-uploading every one of these streams to YouTube, so if you missed out on the stream, you want to watch the live version, not live, check it out on YouTube, youtube.com/rpgfs.
Or if you just loved it so much the first time you want to rewatch it.
Nobody will do that.
Okay.
Fuck you.
So, as always, I'm your host. I'm Josh. I'm the GM, and that means Game Master in this system. I don't know what you thought it meant. It's not General Motors, it's GM. But with me today is Liam, Savannah,
Hello.
Pool,
Hello.
Keith,
Hey, what's up?
and Max.
Don't worry, I'm back. Sorry,
Yeah.
last time was so boring.
How bad was your flu?
It was pretty gross,
Mm.
and it was just having 12 people out at the same time. I figured it was probably a safe zone not to give it to anyone before
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
We were grateful for that.
Yeah.
As much as we would have loved to have you. But glad you're back. We actually have this is the first time we've had the full crew on Leyliners
That's true.
while we're doing this, so I'm excited.
We all of that.
Is everybody in frame? It looks like we can still see Max. Okay, good. Great.
He's a little in profile, but, I think that's a really good side of him. I think it's
Yeah.
very dynamic.
Mm-hmm. The hair's working for me. Very Zap Brannigan.
My mole is on the other side, so that works.
Your beauty mark.
Moly.
Moly.
So, how is everybody?
I've been better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm doing pretty good. We all had Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Everybody have a good one?
Yeah.
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 Good hanging
was-
with the
it
family.
was here.
Had it with you.
Yeah. Everybody but Max.
It was down the hall.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
my birthday. That was fun.
Did you have the flu then too?
A little bit, yeah, but not so much.
What did you do for your birthday?
I ate Taco Bell and McDonald's.
At the same time?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Did
I
you
watched.
have a...
I was like, I'm gonna watch a movie too with my wife, and we watched Thor Ragnarok again because I love
That's
that movie.
really funny.
It was
Excellent.
great.
Yeah, you just lived every 6-year-old's like
Yeah.
like if you had $1 million, what would you do?
2 fast food restaurants at the same time.
So did you,
You messed up by, like...
take a bite of each at the
Well,
same
we got
time?
McDonald's fries and unsweet tea because it's great.
Like, yeah.
Then we got Taco Bell main entrees.
Did you put the fries in the main entrees of the tacos?
Not
or
this
was it
time,
just
but
like
I
a
have
side?
done before. Yeah.
You're living large.
Yeah.
I always enjoy the mixed surf and turf.
Oh yeah.
Is that just Long John Silver's?
No, you get to fillet a fish, and then you put it on a Big Mac.
See, I do that with you take a chicken patty and a burger patty, and that's pretty good.
That does sound good.
One
Well-
horrible time I got an Arby's Meat Mountain, which is $10, and they'll put every meat they have on it.
I didn't know that. What number is that?
You just have to go in and be bold enough to ask for a Meat Mountain.
You have to say
Secret
infinity.
menu.
I thought you were going to say, this one horrible time I got Arby's.
And then that was it.
That was going to be it.
Stop. Arby's is the best.
I do. I like Arby's.
I love Arby's.
So to catch up our listeners and Max to some degree, let's do a quick recap. So last game, there was we invented a new sport called Smithy, and there was a big game coming up.
Hell yeah.
Everybody was stoked. The city was stoked.
Lockjaws.
Yeah, the Israeli and Lockjaws is your team. They were up against the Sturgia Geists, and Kelton left to go do some solo investigation, which means his player had the plague, and you went and recruited Obed and Gayleen.
Yeah.
Reluctantly.
Yeah.
Very reluctantly, it seems. Well, not so much reluctantly with Obed.
You guys are such haters. Gayleen is so good. She stabs the things, and you guys are like, why do you keep rolling D20s? Like it's nothing.
I love the fact that you think mechanically is why we don't enjoy her as a character.
You're just a hater.
I mean, flavor checks out, so it's got to be mechanics.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, she's really funny and beautiful.
How did you feel about snacks, though?
0 out of 2 ain't bad.
What?
No.
It's pretty bad. So you ended up going to the hooligans hidey hole Hooligans Hidey Hole before the game.
That sounds like a sex act.
It's a Lockjaw sports
It
bar.
It was gross.
That's how you get
It
lockjaw.
got pretty fucking gnarly.
Stop.
You ended up
Stop.
using the Hooligans Hidey Hole to hopefully not get Lockjaw.
Yeah.
Stop.
But everyone was being uncharacteristically friendly, and the bartender, Buckton, revealed that it was because the ship that the Geists came in on saved the captured slaves from a sinking slaver ship. That's tough to say. That's oof. That had waylaid people out at sea.
I too also always feel the weight of slavery.
Never forget.
Always remember.
So you end up going to the game, and it is awesome. I mean, it's neck and neck. The two teams are playing good, playing fair. It's the city of brotherly love for the first time in who knows how many centuries. And halftime, also awesome. Sweet magic, sick light show. And then halftime ends, the two-star players, Raska of the Lockjaws, clashes with Gethid, the local hero for stopping the slaver ship and rescuing the slaves, clashes with him, and then they both separate. They seem fine, and then Raska goes down, suffering some kind of crazy moon curse, and explodes into flames and dies.
It's called a period.
Dope.
Crazy moon curse. Liam plus 1 momentum.
That's what I'm going to call mine now.
Take it. That's for everybody.
This was a
It's
gift.
a freebie. Anybody? You can.
Wow.
And then we saw the guy leaving.
Yeah, Ajax,
Ajax.
the Larson ambassador.
The Larson ambassador.
He saw that and it was like, uh-oh, time to go. And he checked out, and you see one of his bodyguards peel off and go out with him. And you also see that all the ships in the harbor that were watching the game, skimmer ships, sails go up, they're coming in. So things are about to get hairy. So all this is happening. Murmurings. You hear everybody just. Some people are shouting. A lot of people are murmuring. Nobody's sure what to do, but everybody knows shit's about to hit the fan. What do you guys do?
Well, folks, I think it's time to leave.
What about my octo dogs?
I think that was a season ender there. Like that's a gruesome injury.
Yes, I would agree. How very astute of you. Obed, leave now. Good.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right.
Yeah. Let's go, gents.
What about my octo dogs?
Did she get any?
I don't know.
I would assume by halftime,
By halftime,
yes.
yeah, you definitely
Did I
had
get
some dogs
half
by
of
half.
them, or did I get all of them? I'm supposed to get
Yes,
8?
you got half of them, so you got 4 out of Octodog.
I'm supposed to get 8.
Well, there might be some on the floor on your way out.
I thought you would appreciate the 4.
Yeah, but if you have 8, it's 4 plus 4, 44.
Just
That is
impa-
8
just
8
impale
equals
them-
44.
Just impale them with your pike as you're running out.
So uncharacteristically good at math right now.
She like Shaggy from like Scooby-Doo style just holds her pike out and runs and collects food on it.
The worst kind of
Ruh-roh.
Shaggy reference to make.
It
It's
wasn't
like Shaggy,
me.
and I was like, yes, and then he's like, from Scooby-Doo. Never mind.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. So Shaggy the Rapper is your preferred Shaggy?
Out of the two, yeah.
Is there another Shaggy that I'm unaware of?
Not that I
the
know.
Shaggy Dog.
I also love that, like,
The Shaggy DA.
he was
probably top.
hoping or anticipating that there was some Shaggy the Rapper reference able to be brought out of that.
Yeah.
Like,
From Edwin?
I'll say
Well, not just
My-
that, but
my
Well,
Shaggy
the one thing I
knowledge
do
is
know about Pool
pretty
is that he's a
limited.
big Shaggy fan.
Oh,
But yeah,
that
I didn't
makes
see
sense.
a potential connection there. So
Oh,
I wasn't
wow.
gonna-
Anyway, going. Let's
we're
go.
running. We're running.
Run.
Okay, so you start to tear ass out of the stadium, and
Bloody Browns.
and you hear
Bloody Browns.
a familiar croon.
Yes. Obed turns and runs back where he was running from.
And as you're like descending the stadium steps, trying to get to one of the vomitoriums that leads you out of the stadium, you can easily spot Kelton wearing.
Kelton is wearing a large brown and red cloak and a
Like a cape?
Yes.
Okay.
And an oversized hat with tusks sticking out of it. Kind of a giant guff head on top of his guff head.
Nice.
That's
Double
really
guff
love
head.
good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What does it mean?
Oh, Kelton, as you know, is a big fan of Smithy, as he
As we
always
all are.
often talks about.
As say we all.
Yes. He is a fan of the Kitsepo Fancy Tusks, though, which is a northern guff team. They wear brown and red, and their nickname is the Bloody Browns.
Why would anyone ever use their nickname?
Because it's funny.
It's not as funny as the Fancy Tusks.
They're both pretty funny.
One of them is for formal events. One of them is for fun.
Like, what's that haircut?
The mullet.
Like a mullet.
Touch for
Yes,
the
it is
very
exactly
first
like a
time.
mullet.
It is the mullet of Smithy. That team is.
Fancy Tusks is the business up front.
If you have some bloody browns,
Bloody Browns is
it's not
Bloody
a party.
Browns
party in the back.
I don't know your fucking. Here's the thing. That's the after effect of the party.
Yeah, but if you have Bloody Browns in the front, something's real wrong.
You're a captain of a very waylaid ship.
Wow.
All right, so
I imagine Kelton is currently engaged in fisticuffs with just anyone around him.
while screaming bloody browns.
Yeah.
So people have forgotten that there was a sporting event. They're all just running for their lives, and you're just trying to fight hooligan style with anybody.
Bloody Browns.
Kelton!
We don't know him. Keep going.
Kelton, you were fucking here? What,
Yeah. I came
what
to
the
see
fuck
the
are
game.
you doing?
I was watching the game. That was crazy. Are they
Yeah.
allowed to do that?
I don't think so.
I think it's a yellow card.
Oh.
Now, that's a red.
I get +1. Fairly confident. I think I'm not going to overrule it. I think it was a red.
Send it to the judge?
I mean, there were some pretty considerable changes to the swinging interference penalties between seasons, but yeah, definitely qualifies.
Yeah.
To be fair, like the ref hasn't called it yet. But nobody's looking at the ref. The ref is just kind of upset that somebody is dead.
I mean,
I think there's a hold on on the field when everyone runs in terror.
are you guys leaving? Because the game's not over.
The skimmers are coming in, and we're going.
To fight them.
No.
Oh.
The game is way over.
The game's no whistle.
The whistle is on fire.
Oh, damn. We should leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I assume you leave.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys get out there and you.
Do we get a lead on what's his name running?
Yeah, like what direction
Ajax.
was he moving?
So he couldn't have been opposite of you because he would have been in the water. So let's say he
I also
was.
don't recognize this person. This is out of character, so like you guys.
No, you would know who he was because
Oh,
he's in the good seats. He's dressed very specifically. He's wearing a big medallion. You know,
And
he's-
was I filled in enough by you guys to know that was?
I would assume so.
I would assume you were filled in by them, yeah.
Was Galen?
No,
No, definitely not.
No.
definitely not.
And if she was, she would know.
I was going to say, yeah. Also, would she even remember by this point?
Yeah.
You guys are so rude.
It depends what he's packing.
I was about to say. It's Neshwin, so she's making assumptions. Like,
Hey, that's that Robbie guy. Robbie Guartano. He's the ambassador.
No, it's Ajax is the ambassador.
Oh, who's this? Did you guys hear a voice like from the sky? You corrected me.
I wish that would happen more often. It'd be very useful.
Voice from the sky.
man, that would get me out of some really embarrassing situations.
Yep.
Like, I am fucking terrible with names.
I would I'd be too afraid that it would just like pop in while I'm doing the deed. And I'd be like, not now, bro. Like, give me a sec.
No, that's when I
No,
need him.
no.
Well, also, if you're really convincingly lying about something or bluffing, and then the voice is just like, correction.
So, you let's say he's probably 700 yards to the right of where you were sitting and in the front row. And then you see him and his bodyguard. And when I say
he's
to
in the front. I'm thinking a box.
Yeah,
He's got to be
I-
on the
I-
second level.
okay, yeah, fine,
That's
second
what I
level.
think.
Easier to
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah.
You said Ajax was the name of the governor?
No,
No.
Ajax is the name of the ambassador.
The baddie.
The ambassador.
Yes,
Yeah,
the governor is
Larsa.
somebody else.
He was the one leaving the
That was Rowdy
office when
Guantánamo.
you went to go. No,
Rowdy
he's the
Guantánamo.
old.
Yeah.
He's the old governor.
So Ajax is the Larson ambassador.
yes.
Yes.
My mistake.
So Ajax, you saw him kind of leave the railing and take off, and his bodyguard peeled away. And chat, I want a name for the bodyguard. If you get a chance, please. We'll come back to that. Liam's dying.
No, I'm just snotty, like I always am here.
So
Degen.
Stop.
they took off, and they're running back into the back area of the stadium. What would you call that? Like, the area that surrounds the
Concourse?
The concourse. Thank you. They're headed towards the concourse and probably going to find their way out. However, just looking around, you see that quite a lot of other people, just individuals, have also noticed that, and they're also kind of peeling off, like, looking at him like, yeah, maybe I could give him a piece of my mind.
All right.
Oh, okay.
This stadium
Let's
is
follow at a distance.
I'm sensing.
Yes, let's,
I'm sensing a breakdown of the brotherly love that currently existed, or previously existed.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. No. A lot less friendly here.
Okay, so you peel off and you make your way down to the concourse, and it's not crowded. Most people are still just in the stadium, and they're dumbstruck by what's happened. I mean, this is not what they came to see. They don't know what's going to go on, but they're still talking. And then you get down in the concourse, and you see that there are like individuals like coming out, looking around. Like there's a Guff, there's an Eshwin. They're all wearing green and gold, and then you hear somebody goes, "There he is!" And when you follow their line of sight, you see him way down at the other end with his bodyguard, who's like a 6'5" Eshwin, wearing black pleated clothes that are cuffed at the wrist and the ankles.
Ooh, I am digging that.
Like a
vibe.
romper?
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
Think like Zod from the original Superman movies.
I'm actually thinking of
I always do.
I'm thinking
I see you have practiced worshiping things that fly.
I'm thinking
Good.
it's almost a little quilted. Like, did you ever see the what version of Hamlet is it? Where it's very much that, and it's kind of like a almost a jumpsuit but quilted.
Mel
Yeah,
Gibson?
kind of like that. It sounds like the Mel Gibson one. It might have been.
It wasn't, but that's fine.
Well, anyway, you see them, and then you see the ambassador stop and turn in fear, and the bodyguard just grabs him by the scruff of his neck and shoves him out the door. Like, we're going to keep moving.
Wow.
Was he important?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. That's our
like-
primary point of concern at the moment.
We gotta kill him. It would be easy if the crowd did it. Can we make the crowd kill him?
I mean, yeah. I think I'd like that.
I think if we just delayed him, that might happen.
Hey, I heard that the Larson ambassador is directly responsible for what happened on the field, everybody.
And then a guy runs by you who's already, like, chasing after him, pats you on the shoulders, like, fuck him right. And then,
Yeah. Go Lockjaws. Fuck Lhasa.
Yeah.
So are we just standing and inciting a riot, or are we going after?
No, we're following, but we're also inciting.
Okay.
Wow.
We can do both.
Multitasking.
Get you a man who can do both.
so yeah, you're standing in the concourse yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also moving in that direction.
Okay.
Let's
That's where
move as
they're
well.
going.
Yeah.
All right, so you're moving out towards there. You get out into the streets. Most people don't know what's happened yet, but except for these guys are running and running and running, and they haven't caught up to the Larson ambassador and his bodyguard yet. But as you get out, you're already very near the bay, and you see that a couple ships have just skipped the docks and gone up onto the
Holy shit.
the loading ramps. Like and people are just jumping out of their ships.
Whoa.
Are they ass slapper style boats?
No, that'd be sweet though. But no, they are they're like dinghies and small boats that allowed people to get closer to get better
the
view.
whatever
So they're
you
just
call it.
committed really hard to getting on land.
Yeah.
Or getting off the boat.
Oh
Got
yeah,
it,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. They're in full ready mode. Most of them, no weapons or anything. Just they were there for a smithy game.
Hey, by the way, side note, like, Shit escalated quickly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like we're all ahead full into shit going on. Like
We ended on a Cliffy.
Should we incite a riot
Smithy
against the
Cliffy?
Larsa?
Who are we?
Okay, +1.
I don't need a plus. What's fine? Do we have a name for the?
For the bodyguard?
Yeah, Big Bad Shadow Man said Talon, and
Talon.
It's seconded by this stranger whose name is Von Vandeven.
Oh, good old Vaughn, huh?
what
All
up,
right.
on?
All right, so
Wait, who's Vaughn?
I don't know, but I can't wait to read his schlong.
you're gonna +1.
Thank you. First +1 of the night.
No, it won't be the last, I'm sure.
I hope not.
So yeah, you're running down the streets, and unless you want to stop for a chat, I'm assuming you're just keeping
Yeah,
keeping
no, we're,
pace, trying to follow.
Yeah.
But should we incite while we run?
Oh yeah, no, just
of course,
occasionally
yeah.
like.
Hey, do you think it's wrong that Larsa have been killing children in the stadium?
I heard the ambassador of Larsa hates octo-dogs.
You see somebody lean out their window, and they see the people run. They're like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah. The Larsa are killing children.
They hate octodogs, yeah?
They wouldn't.
They kill them with octodogs. The Larsa are making octodogs out of children.
And he goes, "Oh my God, I need to tell everybody."
Do it.
And then you see him disappear in the window.
like some weird version of Ebenezer Scrooge.
It's Christmas.
they're killing children.
Oh boy!
It's way more. They're turning children into octodogs. It's Soylent Green.
Go down to the deli and buy the biggest octodog you can find.
This is what the governor wanted when she hired us, right?
Guaranteed.
Look,
As long as we don't name her.
she bought the box of hand grenades and bees. This is her fault.
+1. Okay, so he starts tearing down like little alleys and streets and like snaking away, and you get the feeling that they have a very specific destination, but they're still trying to lose the crowd.
I have a question.
Yes.
So while they're running away and stuff, is Talon like still carrying him?
No, he was like shoving him. He didn't lift him off the ground or anything. He just like grabbed him and pushed him. Savannah, is that it?
Yeah, that was my question.
Okay. Yeah. No.
She had her momentum run down in just the +1s, not the total number, and it's driving me insane. Driving me crazy.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah. It's so
The
so
+1s make me feel good.
for listeners.
Can that be our next T-shirt?
Until Liam added him up, her momentum said 65 +1 +1 +1 +1 +1 +1.
The +1s make me feel good.
You're a crazy person.
Why?
I'm gonna die of an aneurysm on this podcast.
Why? It's not that bad. If I use it, I can just erase all the other ones.
That you can do that, yes. So they're stealing down alley after alley. While this is going on, Kelton, you know, because of the detective work that you've been up to,
Yes.
that they're probably heading towards the embassy, the Larson embassy, because it's well guarded. Chat, I need a kind of business that would be very strange to be connected via hallway to the embassy. So think brothel, hospital,
Dildorium.
Is that like a museum or an emporium?
I'd say a museum, probably.
Oh, he's
Ooh.
the curator
It's
of
just
that
a place
museum.
just a restaurant that serves charcuterie and only that.
Oh, you know that that one creepy museum that people donate their puppets to when they die?
Nope.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I hate to say this. I need to know this tangent now. This is very
Yeah.
important to my life.
What do they call
yeah,
it?
so
when
I
they-
know never to fucking go to
marionette.
that city.
Tell me
they-
exactly where
the
it is so I can avoid
What do they
it.
call it when they sit on,
Ventriloquism?
ventriloquism? When ventriloquists die, they donate their ventriloquist dummy, who's like a brother to them, to this place to be taken care of.
So it's just a museum of haunted dummies?
yeah.
Look, I don't believe in ghosts or hauntings.
Well, that's
Still fuck
incorrect.
that. Yeah. Still fuck that with a 10-foot
So
pole.
I was thinking
Not
like
good.
a dildo. You know, lady dies, she leaves her dildo to the dildorium to be taken care of.
No, because you just wash it and reuse it. Come on. Just
No,
They're
haunted.
not
Okay, listen. I don't know if I want to make it
haunted
canonical,
dildos.
but haunted dildos might exist. Okay, so let's.
Well, if they're made from ventriloquist dummies.
There are 2 people on Earth that's their thing.
Do
they met online though.
They both work there.
Do they all?
Yeah. One of them started it, and the other one walked by and was like, "No fucking way."
Could you imagine?
I
being
find
like,
it really embarrassing when somebody in chat is like, "Hey, fuck you guys."
Sorry, Big Bad Shadow Man.
how angry would you be if you walked by the dead puppet dildorium and were like, "Oh no, is this my fetish?" You'd just be so mad.
But then the dildos would respond.
Oh yeah, I've definitely had some.
Wait a minute.
Like,
You're positing a universe
who could be
where everyone has a
shit
fetish,
kind of moments.
but it comes out at a certain time. I like to think it comes up like a tattoo on your arm, and you finally get it. And you walk by and you feel a tingle, and you're like, "No, no, no,
Not this. Not this.
like,
No, the whole thing is
It's
like
a cutie mark.
so like you know,
oh my god.
everyone gets it from like 13 to 18. This dude's like 35 and he's never got it, and he feels really bad. And then he walks by and it pops up, and he's like, "I'd rather not have one."
Somebody just draws a bad picture.
You guys just created the craziest short story
Or just
ever.
the idea
I love
pops
it.
up and you're like, I don't have the money for this.
That's the problem.
God
No, that's
damn it.
that's
Do
why you'd
they-
be upset about the puppet dildorium. Is that the moment you're like, "Oh, is this my fetish?" You're like, "This just ruined my life.
Do they
All
have-
my plans are canceled."
Do they have a gift shop?
There's a sign in the
gotta
window.
have
It says,
Do they have
"Help
a
wanted night
society?
shift," and they're like, "Oh, thank God."
They have a historical society that helps raise funds.
It's 2 people.
Can a
They
society
do have a
be two
newsletter,
people?
though. They definitely have a newsletter.
Yeah, it's just a note they pass back and forth.
Oh, you got to edit that first though, but then read it.
Yeah. But even if it's 2 people, they still argue to death over what's going on in the kink.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, obviously the dildo made out of, wanking Willy. It's fucking ventriloquist dummy. That is the best dildo. I think you're wrong, sir.
No, it is obviously Samuel. We don't use ivory anymore, barbarian.
It's from before World War II, so it's okay.
Okay. So.
Oh yeah, we were.
This is
You're-
this
Back-
is
back to
ethically
the-
acquired ivory.
back to the chase scene.
Oh my god.
All right, are we going into the dildorium in the chase scene, or
No, does Chad
All right.
have a fucking thing?
All right, what is it, chat?
Big Bad Shadow Man said a tattoo parlor.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, I like that.
yeah?
Yeah.
That's a good vibe.
All right.
Is it like so tattoos in this universe? Is it kind of like the Polynesian, like the chisel?
I think you got to throw in a little magic, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
how do birds get tattoos if they got feathers?
They can get it on their hands and their feet.
Or you could even do it in places that you pluck. There's people who get tattoos under their hairline and they keep it shaved or don't.
That's true.
But plucking feathers seems a lot more painful than shaving your head.
Maybe you can clip them.
Yeah.
Is there like maybe if the skin gets dyed, the dye like follows into the feathers?
Oh, that's
Ooh, I
good.
like that.
It shapes
I
and
like
stuff.
that.
These birds got titties, right?
Yes, these birds have titties. These birds have titties.
So like they could just
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm so glad you're back, Max.
I still think
lactate?
it would be machine tattooing, but you'd have to like foot crank it.
It's like a sewing machine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
That works.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
I'm the tattoo expert here.
so Kelton knows this.
They're heading for that tattoo shop over there.
Why does he want to get sick ink done before he gets killed?
Well, it's connected to the ambassador house place.
How could you possibly know that?
I'm a detective, man. I keep telling you.
He's the manager. He knows everything, yeah?
No, he got demoted to detective.
You guys went to a
Detective manager.
you went to a sports game.
I love Detective Manager so much.
You guys went to a
Detective
sports
manager,
game and I
Dr.
was working. on detecting and solving problems.
You were also at the sports game.
Yeah, but I was done with my detecting.
And you know that the embassy is about a mile from where you are right now.
Okay.
And you're like, I guess you're jogging while talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, yeah, then let's fucking go there.
Yeah, if we get there first, we can stop them from getting in, and the crowd can kill them.
Yeah, that sounds fucking great.
Let's do that.
Is there a shortcut?
Yeah, is there a shortcut, detective?
Yes.
There's lots of alleys. You can go parallel. You can try to head them off at the pass.
Do you want to roll for it?
What are we rolling?
I don't know. I said, did he want to roll for it? And then he rolled without explaining.
Yes.
Okay, what would you roll?
Alley or bridge?
You just roll to see if you
Secret
can
door.
navigate the city.
Would
But-
it be intelligence? Spatial reasoning?
Yeah, I don't feel like if he knows where this place is, like
Yeah.
he could probably tell you it like, oh, it's on 34th and 7th, or whatever, and you're all like, okay, you know where it is.
I just don't think it's on a grid system. It'd be much more difficult.
No, but but regardless of
grid
what it
system,
is,
silly bitch.
it's always a grid. The city is always a grid if there's alleys and main streets. It's just not like the streets just don't go all the way through.
They could be windy and stuff. Greenwich Village is like that.
Sure.
They still cross
right,
each other,
get-
though, which is...
Lead us there, Kelton.
Yeah, if we go through the Teapot District, we can head them off.
Ooh, that sounds dangerous, but yeah.
And steamy.
Ooh.
But kind of soothing and delicious.
We should take a ride up here.
Okay.
Let's run.
This
Okay,
is a dead end. What'd you do?
No. Then left.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant. Like, all right, so you head down and you head down an alley parallel to the direction that they're running, trying to get ahead of them. But you see that like behind you hear shouting and skimmers are sprinting ahead to try to catch up with you guys. They're running a little faster than you because you know the pace this guy's going. And you're trying to keep a little bit of distance. You're not really trying to get there and throttle them. And you make it onto a main street. And then there's like a where it funnels to a thinner alleyway where they're going to try to get down, and they get into the alleyway, and the bodyguard, Talon, Kelton knows the name because of his
detective managing.
yes,
That's Talon.
Tallow?
No, Talon.
Oh, okay.
He's known because he dresses really nice.
he does. He looks very sharp, simple, sharp,
Oh, I love his romper, yeah.
and you see that there's probably 15 or so.
Skimmers?
Well, not
Rompers?
just skimmers, but skimmers and not just skimmers. The skimmers haven't caught up yet, but Lockjaw fans are like moving in on him, and he slows down and kind of pushes Ajax down the alleyway a little bit, and turns around. And he goes, "Go," because I can hold him off long enough for you to get there. And then you see him hold out both of his hands, and ice armor comes over his entire body.
Dope.
And then one hand, a spear forms made of ice, and the other hand, a shield. And he bats back like 3 of them, and they fly through the air backwards. And then you just see him start laying mofos out. I mean, he's like,
And then this
he's
is the
bad
same-
news.
Wow, cool.
Is this the same alley we're in, or is we're still in the one adjacent to that?
Oh, you came out into the main street.
So it's the main street now.
Yeah, for you to go down a different alley, you'd have to travel, let's say, west, probably like 300 feet.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you
Kelton-
run.
Kelton would like to say just loud enough.
You know what I've always loved and respected? Bodies of water. Right, guys?
And as you're yelling,
Okay.
Talon's like, this is clearly no sweat for him except for just the amount. Like he can't go anywhere while this is happening. And he hears you yell something pro skimmer, and he gives you all a look and sees you running past. And
Bye, loser!
and you see like
Fun.
you see him scowl very deeply.
You know, I didn't know if I was on board with this inciting a riot thing at first, but yeah, I don't want to mess with that
It's
guy.
really easy once you get started.
I find that it's always easier to incite a riot after a murder.
+1.
Sometimes you commit a murder, start a riot. You know, Saturdays.
Make that a +2.
Is it me or are we just on fire tonight?
I think it's a just Max.
Well, the
I was about to
riot
say
just
Keltness,
started.
Like, fuck.
We will be on fire soon.
I mean, if all goes
frozen.
according to plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got alleys, crowds, and that motherfucker. It ain't gonna work out well for nobody.
So you take off down the road, and it's taking you laterally quite a ways. So at 300 feet, you guys aren't Olympic sprinters. Let's say you get there. Well, I mean, Galen is actually way better than an Olympic sprinter. She could be like, "I'm going, goodbye," and like leave all of you behind.
Yeah.
But
And Obed could just
Yeah,
go
Obed is-
aspect
yeah,
of
that's
speech.
true. Yeah, so you're
So like,
Can we? I'm
The,
sorry to interrupt you. Kelton is still wearing that giant
Yes.
guff head through all of this.
you're the most conspicuous followers.
The slowest, the most
Bless you.
conspicuous.
Anyway.
excellent.
So, you guys go down to, you make your way down, and then all of a sudden you see heading you off perpendicularly is a group of skimmers. There's about 15, let's say 20 skimmers who look ready for war, and a couple of them have fishing spears, but the rest of them are mostly unarmed. They're ready to throw hands. They see you and are just like, what the hell is this? A giant pig with a pig head over his pig head, and they just kind of stop and look at you, and then they look past you and see Talon, but they don't see the the ambassador.
Yeah.
Blessed are the waters, my brothers and sisters. Am I right, guys?
No, like they look
Hey.
at you completely perplexed. Like,
Open a path. We're moving through. Excuse me.
and they're like, "Where is he?"
This way. Follow us.
He's like, all right, we're gonna follow them. Yeah, I think we'll follow. Yeah, sure. I think. Well, I don't want to fight that guy.
Yeah, you sure fucking don't. Let's go.
All right. Okay, let's go. And they follow you. So you head down an alleyway,
Can't you tell we're sneaking?
followed by an angry mob.
Inciting.
No.
Inciting.
Hey guys, this is the only time like the mob's been on our side. This is pretty good.
Yeah, this is... Man, maybe I should try being not a fucking asshole and get crowds in favor of me.
Not so fast. Don't go overboard.
You could try being a
Alright, yeah,
manager,
you're
you know.
I am the manager.
+1.
You're not the man. You're the owner.
I'm like,
I like management.
If anyone, Stiddo is the manager.
Administrative assistant.
We have to manage this riot. Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do think it's interesting that Nesbit thinks that he's making friends right now. Like, this is how people do it. I
Yeah, this is great.
I just made 20 friends. That's how I do it.
I mean, I think all the friends that he has currently, he met murdering other people.
It's true.
He has friends.
He does have friends.
You're my friend.
Are you saying that in character or out of character?
No. You're my friend.
His
Kayleen
voice
is not
was very-
Nesbitt's friend.
Both.
Shit. So close.
All right, so we're running down this alley.
You run down the alley, followed by an angry mob, and they're rowdy. I mean, they're flipping over shop carts.
Hell yeah.
Like, they're just
Rude.
they just don't give a shit. They hate this city. They hate just sunshine. They hate everything right
I'm
now.
wearing the Teapot District.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Bull in a china shop.
They are flipping over teapots. You see that one teapot guy sees the wave of teapot destroyers coming towards him. He brings out his most robust teapots and just slugs one down. You're down to 19 dudes.
My teapot.
That's what I
He's
thought
like
I
the
was going
cabbage
to.
guy.
Yeah.
The cabbage guy from Avatar.
Excellent.
burn the Ashwin.
Yeah, and you see an Eshwin teapot store owner goes, "Whoop," and like walks inside and
Not
closes
you.
the door.
No, he's one of the good ones.
Whoa.
Not you,
Wow.
Blorp.
Race war.
Remember we talked about this. We never talked about this.
And
Saying, we
yeah,
gotta kill somebody. And if they don't know it was us,
we're flipping over teapots. They're throwing hands. They're just any. There's a little child walking out, and he's like he's wearing a Sturgia Geist's t-shirt. They don't have t-shirts. Tunic. And
Gets fucking punted.
yeah, no, some guy just comes by and just open hand slaps the kid in the face. Just smack. Kid goes spinning, falls down in the gutter, and goes, "Why?" But you don't stop. You just keep going. Yeah, nobody's got time to deal with
Yeah,
that
it is
kid.
kind of funny when kids get hit, isn't it?
It's
This
so
makes-
funny.
This makes me very uncomfortable.
And that's the scene.
We'd be sad if your kid got hit, but that one was funny.
It keeps going. You're running. And this is the scene
That was
behind
one of
you.
my students.
Funny, right?
You're like, Mr. Obi, help!
Can't. Starting a riot.
Let's burn down Obed's school.
Don't forget to read chapter 3.
So you round a corner.
Day off tomorrow, you've been slapped.
You round the corner into another main street, and this one's very busy. There's a lot of just trade going on. This is the time of the day that people get their basic exchange done. So you see a lot of very angry people in the road because they weren't able to be at the game. And they've got people have those long sticks, and on the end of each end of the stick is a rope with a box to carry their things, and there's one guy at one end with one box, there's one guy at the other end with the other box, and they both work at two different places because they don't trust each other, and they're all like crossing the road. And
Someone's
this
got a
road,
giant pane of glass.
yeah,
Back and forth with.
yeah, it looks like it's going to slow you down considerably unless you're really good at speed limbo. But the guys behind you, man, you're dragging a hurricane behind you of 19 people left. You're going, you run, you duck under your first one. Some guy gets clotheslined immediately. He's out of the game, cracks his head on the pavement, and the dude that he knocked the thing out of her head, he just stomps him. He gives him a stomp.
Whoa.
Down to 18 dudes. So, how do you want to proceed?
They killed all of the lockjaws. Ashwin, they killed every single player. We're going to get them.
And the guys behind you, there's just like, you hear and they go, well, fuck it.
I'm just seeing if we can whip up a few more rioters.
Yeah, if we can pull some from this crowd.
So you see like
I
seven
quit my job. I'm now an Eshwin murderer.
7 of them. Let's say there's 20 obstacles in front of you. 7 of the obstacles drop their poles and they're like, fuck this job. Yeah, they do exactly what Nesbitt says, what Keith suggested. They're like, I don't even, why am I even working this job unless the lockjaws are there?
The lockjaws are dead. Every single one of them.
And you see them have like if you could zoom in on just one of these people individually, you see their entire world fall apart in a microsecond. I mean, they just all their hopes and dreams. One of them clearly, very buff, in shape, probably been training for the lockjaws, calloused hands.
Good news. There's an opening.
He's trying to Mark Wahlberg it.
Yeah, well, listen, they still had a team when Mark Wahlberg was there. If all the lockjaws are dead, they probably need to close up shop for a while.
He can take the pick of whatever position he wants.
Don't tell him. We're trying to get rioters.
Needless to say, he's upset. And then you see resolve wash over his face, and he's like, well, time to murder.
Guess I'm a rage golem now.
Yeah. And they're like, well, where are we going?
To the tattoo parlor.
Like, all right. And the other guys are just like trying to get out of your way. It's awkward. It takes a little while. He's clearly gaining. He's got a head start. You've taken 300 lateral feet out of your distance. You convinced an angry mob, and now you've gone parallel with him for a while. Now you've gone back another 300 feet slower than before. He's still ahead of you. You make your way through this alley, through all these obstacles, and when you get to the street when you get to the little divot that forms a cul-de-sac where there's a lot of businesses, you get down there and you see the Larson Embassy. And there's 2 guards posted out front, and they look very agitated. And you know that he's inside. And that's where we're going to pause, take an intermission.
I need pee-pees.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
and chat. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Love you.
Mwah. Oh, I wonder if that went through. Racing the clock on that one.
We're getting loose.
Yep. It makes me sad I'm not playing Nin, which is always loose.
Oh, Nin and Vaughn together?
Oh, that would be a party. Well, actually, no. Vaughn's a little uptight. All right. Yeah. So
I guess Katie is just Nin.
yeah. Let's recap.
I wish.
A quick. Jaden is on chat tonight. Can you say hi, Jaden?
Hello.
I didn't think I formally introduced her, so there she is. She's the one talking to you guys. What has gone on in chat, by the way? We get any updates of what people have been talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're so good at this job.
Yes. Back to you, Josh.
That's a yes
we
ending.
had some good bird titty talk.
Ooh.
Some good,
Is there any other kind?
Yeah, some good secrets about Talon behind the scenes.
Ooh.
It's a chat secret, guys. Sorry.
Oh shit.
It's our chat.
Can't wait to
A
find
lot
out
of-
what that is.
A lot of people are excited that Kelton's back.
Yay.
Right.
Thank you.
Yep. Max is very funny.
We were worried that he was gonna die.
Or you're hoping. I think was the
Yeah.
word you used.
Yeah, that was actually what I meant.
Now I'm
so
here
mean.
saving your bacon.
Oh yeah, and Von Vandeven said that +1s also make them feel good. So
Oh, good.
that was to Savannah.
Thank you.
Yeah, just some Savannah love.
You get to just look at all your ones. And those are all the
Look,
things you
You know
did.
what? I
Look.
think
Savannah would rather have 5 $1 bills than 1 5.
I feel like
That's
I
not true.
feel the exact opposite.
Well, it depends on the venue.
yeah, I was gonna say that's the stripper the stripper mentality is that like yeah, just keep adding ones.
yeah, I'm just saying that maybe Vaughn's opinion, as someone who also isn't particularly good at math, is less valid.
Why are
It's
you
like
such
a
hater?
museum where you keep your precious things.
A dildorium.
I was gonna say my Ramones lunchbox where I keep all my precious things.
Oh no.
Your ventriloquist dildo dummies.
No, actually, a lot of love letters and postcards and old Polaroids and stuff.
You're putting those inside of you?
That is so
Inside my
In my
They're
heart.
in the dildo.
in my Ramones lunchbox.
That's really beautiful, Liam.
Yeah.
That's very
He
sweet.
took all his love letters, put them in water, made them real, and formed them into a.
Well, you keep them
cylindrical-
in an airtight tube for freshness.
Yeah, and then put that inside.
Yeah,
of
you gotta. I mean,
they do smell a little. Like no matter what, you can't.
of course.
100%.
No,
Dildos
you
are
can't
your
wash
love
out.
letters.
You can't wash letters.
Dildos are your love letters.
Both. They're the same. They're one and the same.
Well, Liam only gets off to the smell of the written word.
Wow. Aren't you an English major?
I'm not an English major. I have a degree.
In
You're not
what?
a major anymore after you get the degree.
Yeah,
What do you have
so-
your degree in?
So
In
Liam,
English.
Liam smelled one letter and that tattoo appeared.
Was the tattoo a
And
the
it
letter?
literally
or did
just
it
said
say-
choking.
Liam.
by Chuck Palahniuk.
And also it was fuck.
And then blood play, and then just kept going.
Liam.
Well, you can only get a degree in one of those. Okay, so let's
I can
get
get a
back into
minor.
it. Let's get back into it. So let's say you guys incited a riot. The riot was going to happen anyway.
We
But
helped it.
yeah, you gathered a few.
But we pulled some of it along.
Oh yeah, you just gained. So what you were at 18?
Yeah,
before
18 at last count.
18 at last count. You just added 7 more. You're now at 25.
I'm just saying, if there's a,
Beefy.
if you can use a riot to do your will, you should do that.
Like a
I
manager.
agree.
Like the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Like
Or
many
that.
criminals.
Okay, so you come across these two guards. One of them has a sword. It's a one-handed sword, and the other one has he's got some lumps under his tunic.
Like a
They-
butt?
he can get
Apple
to.
bottom jeans.
He's got some lovely lady lumps under his tunic.
His ladies under there? Like, oh.
Do we?
Just the lumps.
all
Just
right.
the lumps of ladies.
Do we want to tattoo shop this or front gate
Yes,
it?
I.
So you see,
Yeah, there they go. Go get them. And then we fucking dip down the other side.
you could do that. So you should see that there's a sign above there that's like split in half diagonally. It says Larson Embassy, and beneath it says Best Skank Tattoos.
Best skank. All right, cool.
What was the name of the quarterback? Or
Gethin.
Gethin? Of whatever the
well-
position.
Well, which team?
The one who was
Bog
moon
Jaws.
cursed.
Mooncurse. His name was Raska.
Raska. All right.
I saw that guy go in there with Raska's head. That's mad disrespectful.
And the guards are frowning and shaking their heads like, And behind you, the angry mob is just like, ugh. Can we take them? Can we? We could.
There's strength in numbers. There's a bunch of you guys, and they look pretty bummed.
You can do anything your
go
heart
get-
desires, yeah?
And one of them puts their hand on Nesbitt's shoulders, like, "You're coming with us, though, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm better from the rear, so you lead the rush. I will follow and fucking stab the shit out of one of those guys.
And
It's
he
gonna
goes,
be awesome.
But I'm better from the rear.
With the lockjaws.
All right,
laid
let me get
outside.
behind you, and we'll see who works better.
Just, okay, on 3.
So 20 minutes of lovemaking. They figured that out.
1, 2, 3. He head fakes
And I just run to the side to
to run away.
no to the side. I'm assuming there's a tangential entrance of where the
Oh, I would say it's directly opposite of this little cul-de-sac that leads into it. So it's straight on. You got a straight shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm heading to the tattoo parlor.
All right, running straight in, and the same entrance, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the guards they share a stairwell.
Oh shit! So it's
Yeah.
Okay.
okay. I was hoping this was a totally different.
Nope. They
Yes.
share a stairwell with the tattoo parlor.
That is a very strange place for an embassy.
Yeah, it is.
That's a stranger place for a tattoo parlor.
It's spaces at a premium in Australion. You got to work with what you got, and also the Larsons are not that popular.
That's
here.
right. You did say that the city is very mix and match. Everyone's all over the place. So, okay.
Someone could say quilted.
Someone has said
Yeah.
that,
Was it
and it has
Liam?
been rejected.
So who's actually going in first?
Well, Nesbitt's running, and then a couple guys. Oh wait,
Sorry.
you're fine. And then a couple guys.
Who were up to no good started making trouble.
They definitely are doing that. So +1.
Shit, that was actually good.
Yeah, it was.
I like how upset you are when your husband makes a good joke.
Because he's not this funny in real life.
Yeah, neither are you.
She
But I
actually
am,
is though.
I
the
know,
pisser.
but that's the joke, Keith.
Yeah, well, apparently you're not that funny either.
It's getting pretty harsh over here.
Oh.
This podcast is over. We're all enemies now. We just hate each other. You just have their humor.
Like you haven't done anything worse to me.
I'm funny.
Yeah. And then somebody turns to one of the rioters turns to Kelton, and another one turns to Nesbitt, and they're like, "Why are you even here?" We're
Go Lockjaws!
You're wearing opposite team colors. You're not
I'm
They
repping
killed
Lockjaws.
all the lockjaws.
like, "Oh, good enough." Wait, no, they didn't. Fuck it, and they just follow Nesbitt.
But they talked about it.
They did talk about it.
What if they did? Wouldn't that suck?
I've missed Kelton.
So we're gonna do battle order, and we redid how battle order is done. I'm trying to remember because I just wrote it down.
As long as I'm not first.
I need to relearn how to fucking do combat.
It's been a month.
We're gonna go counterclockwise. We're gonna start with Kelton, go to Nesbitt, Obed, Galen, and Esmond, and battle order.
Oh, you didn't fill any of your things out.
I filled out this page. Just on this page. Forgot there was
Okay.
a second one.
I was thinking if it's a good idea or not for
All
us
of
to
it's
attack
there.
the embassy, but I'm playing Kelton, so
I don't remember what it was, but I think it's whoever rolls first, you use their primary stat and add your level, your group's average level. So, what is your core?
my core is Citadel.
Okay, Gesundheit. So you're gonna roll, add your endurance, and are most people level 1?
Yeah.
Liam's I think level 2.
I am level 2.
So Esmond's level 2. So you average 1. So you add 1 and your endurance to the result of this roll, and I'm adding 2. I rolled a natty 20.
Ooh, great.
These dice are gonna kill you guys, I think.
I rolled a 4
They look really
plus
scary.
3,
We're going to do our best.
so my endurance is 3. So that's 7
Okay.
plus 1, 2, 3, 4. is what
Galen
you said?
should
No,
have
no,
been
it
up
doesn't.
there.
It's
Just
just
one?
that. Yeah.
Okay. So 8.
Okay, so it's the sword guard, his turn first. He doesn't move, but you see him kind of reach for his sword, and ready in action.
Cool.
Oh man, is he gonna be like a what's his goddamn name?
Musashi?
Ukyo Takibana.
What?
Oh, from Samurai Showdown?
You mean
He's in EI stance. So
Yeah,
he's just gonna.
It's just gonna. Yeah, I don't. No, he has a short sword.
Okay.
So you just see like he's ready to draw it, but he doesn't want to make the first move because he's a guard.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's
I
not
always
rude.
played the French lady with the rapier.
Yeah.
She's good. Not a samurai. I don't know why she's in the fucking game, but
diversity's sake?
Different podcast,
I mean, there's
Joshua.
like
Different
two
podcast.
two in the game. Like,
yeah, it's true. And there's also a couple ninjas, which I'm all okay. My favorite character in that game is a ninja, but I'm not happy that he's not a samurai. Samurai Showdown, goddammit. All right, so the guard with the sword.
Maybe it's a samurai running it.
Probably. Guard with the sword's readying his action. Kelton, you're up next.
All right.
Are we doing this? Like
Oh, they're already running it.
like fangs out, guys?
yeah. Hit that
Alright.
fucking guy with an axe.
Boar
Esmond.
charge. Boar charge. Boar
I was gonna
charge.
say take the shot, but
Oh, all right.
So they are not within. They are not adjacent to one another. They're on opposite sides of the entrance. So they would not. Basically, the splash damage of taking the shot would not apply to both of them because of their positioning.
All right.
I would say take the shot at the one with the full pants because I don't know what he's got going on in there.
The lady lumps.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
See if
All
they're
right.
lovely.
So I guess I'm shooting at full pants.
Shoot at full pants.
+1 to that, right?
Yep.
So how do some of these ranges and things work without a grid?
So you just asked me how far it is away.
Okay.
Generally. So we're doing this is, by the way, this is a theater of the mind encounter for listeners. We're not using a grid because this is going to move around a lot.
I noticed it was gone. And it was like, oh shit.
This is with a +4. 19.
Absolutely,
Okay.
that hits.
Wait. And 12 damage.
Holy shit!
Dope.
That hurt. You see he just buckles, and you see that a pair of hammers fall out of his.
His lady lumps.
Yeah, his lady lumps fall out onto the ground, and chonk chonk. There are a pair of hammers.
I'm now gonna call anytime I have a hammer. It's like, this is my lady lump.
I was hoping it was gonna be grenades and then the whole thing would.
He's still alive, but that hurt. I mean, that was enormous amount of damage to his health. And now it is his turn. He picks up the hammers, and he's like, "Oh no!" And he sprints. So you have line of sight on him, right?
Yep.
He's desperate. He's gonna die. He sprints to you, and I will say he passes Nesbit because Nesbit's already running forward.
Heck yeah.
Nesbit, you can take an opportunity action
All
against
right.
him.
6.
Miss. Okay, and then he gets to Esmond.
Oh wait, it's plus dexterity is your.
Yeah,
Oh, so 8.
miss.
I mean, still.
Yeah.
But
Not by much.
whoa.
And he swings with both of his hammers at Nesbit. So natural 1, and then and then a 6. So it looks like these dice will not kill you guys tonight.
Yay!
And so he misses both.
Cool.
Can I see the
And
black one?
he's just like, "How dare you!" The black one?
Yeah. Thank you.
You did it, lizard man. Look at you go.
Why do you want the black one?
Because that one was rolling bones.
Obed. No, sorry, Nesbit.
I was like, oh,
All right, so that dude just ran up on me.
Well, he ran past you. Let's say he's 10 feet behind you,
Oh,
and he's
But he's
face
in front of me.
face to face with
Alright.
Nesbit, or face to face with Esmond.
Kiss.
I like
My heart only has one desire.
+1.
Yay. Look at this.
all right. So he made it all the way to Esmond's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause
He
he
took
whiffed
two
on the-
swings and missed both.
Shit.
You have to cross out a bunch of this. You can't double count them.
Hold on,
Liam, do
I
you
need
think
to.
I should double back and?
I need to call out Liam for a second.
What?
He's still criticizing Savannah's +1/+1s. Why don't you tell the group how you track your health?
Oh, usually by damage. Usually by decreasing damage.
Do
Think
you
about
just-
that for 5 seconds.
Do you just subtract? Keep subtracting and subtracting?
That's what I do, because
What do
I'm
you-
not a crazy person.
No, I just
Wait, you just add up your damage?
I keep track of the damage and keep it as an idea of a percentage of my total health.
But then if somebody heals you, you have to figure out which of the damages to remove if you've only lost a bit. Like
No, because then you just remove the damage, and then if you get overhealed, you just get rid of it entirely.
It's so much extra work.
I don't think it is. I think it's much less.
Okay.
Can you
So-
explain that to me off mic?
Be happy to. Actually,
Okay.
I don't really want to, but
Alright,
yes, I
we
will.
have, like,
I
an
will
hour.
do it. I will do it. Nesbitt, what do you do?
Liam, do you think I should double back and take that? Like, are you okay with that dude being in your face?
I'm just
Or-
saying, you could
Oh,
eviscerate him right now. You have advantage. Might as well just fucking go for it.
Yeah.
Or the upper hand, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Use your
so
magic.
I'm going to, since he ran up to Esmond, I'm going to run up behind him so that
And
I'm
you already
flanking him.
swung once at the attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that was
so,
an attack
like-
of opportunity.
Yeah, but
so
like
that-
in character, if you had swung, it's
yeah.
like, oh, I guess
then
I
I'm like,
missed.
oh, no, get back here, guy.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I follow him to Esmond. So now I'm flanking with Esmond
Yep.
and going to throw that double strike.
All right. Basically being like, let me show you how that's done.
Yeah.
It's like you miss both of those.
Yep.
Watch how I miss both of these.
Yeah, it's going to be really embarrassing and a bummer.
Y'all
It's
gonna do
not.
your
It's
best.
gonna be great.
Yeah.
Well, the non-wind dagger hit.
Okay. And because of ambush tactics, what's that going to do?
So that's going to be my basic is a 1d6 plus ambush tactics adds 3d4.
Okay.
So can I borrow those sweet phones?
You want 3 black ones?
Did you get new dice?
Me? No. I've had them.
Where are those dice from?
The internet.
I got right here. Thanks, Josh.
Oh, no problem.
Wow.
Let's see, 3, 6, 11 plus strength is 13.
13 damage.
Yeah.
He drops. You did so I actually misattributed the damage to the wrong guy when Esmond hit him, and this guy actually had 12 health left.
Nice.
Boosh.
So he's gone. He drops like a pile of rocks, and you see the
Pile of hammers.
Pile of lady lumps.
+1 Kelton.
Yeah, get it right, Kelton.
But yeah, he drops. He's done, and the guard with the sword. Well, it's not his turn. So, well, he did ready. He
Yeah,
like
it'd be
delayed his
his
turn.
turn.
Yeah, so he's just gonna disengage. He's gonna sidestep in front of the entrance. And now it's Obed's turn.
Go, Obi.
Oh, and other guys are starting to rush forward now because they're confident. And they're like, "Whoa, you just straight up killed a guy." That's
How
What part of fucking riot do you not understand?
That's not always the part of rioting.
We're killing
Is this your first
dudes.
riot, Obed?
Yes.
Oh, well, I guess that's the part of riot you didn't fucking understand.
How far am I away from this guard then?
let's say
We're
you,
at the front of the
yeah,
riot, so
20 feet.
okay, which would be a
So you have to imagine that all your turns are kind of happening at the same time. There's
Right.
just order of priority.
okay. But if I have like a attack that is 10, I'm not
You
close
need
enough.
you need to move and then do it.
Okay.
Oh
Well,
yeah, you have reach.
huh?
You have reach. Right?
Yeah, and also, like, range of 10 is not feet.
Oh, how much is range?
That's
of-
10 spaces. So
Which
times
is like
5,
50
50
feet.
feet.
Oh Jesus. Okay then. All right. As my since I'm a zealot, I'm gonna start in my which is at the beginning of a scene. I pick. It's at the beginning of the scene or the beginning of the turn.
Combat.
I think we've decided, yeah.
It's combat.
Okay, so I'm going to be in my aspect of war. So hard red scales.
Sweet.
So
Beefy Obed.
I think that's the first time I've done this since the
No,
first.
you have, yeah, you did do it once again in the first
Because
season,
you're
just
like,
one.
oh, there's that thing.
Oh, yeah, that's...
All right, so buff up, angry, hard-looking red scales, and I'm gonna say, "Oh, that guy we saw earlier, he gave me an idea."
That's my voice.
No, I had like a gruff Batman
know,
voice.
but
Remember?
It's like, are you making fun of me right now, Obed?
I'm sorry, that just happens. And I am going to attack him with a javelin of ice.
Whoa! Wait, what?
So lead us through this.
And I missed.
What did you roll?
It would be a 11.
Just miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, javelin of ice hits the wall, like the archway next to his head, and he...
Oh, wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm in my aspect, right?
Aspect of war.
Oh, no, that's +2 to damage. Okay.
Yep. So the javelin goes, and it hits the archway next to his head, and then afterwards, but close enough that he could fool some people, like, moves his head to the side. To be like, yeah. Scary dude.
Smooth move, X-Lax.
Yeah.
I still fired first. It's not like a Greedo situation where he just like...
No, we'll retcon that later.
That dude just dodged
Womp
that.
womp.
Galen.
I do have a question. I don't have it written down, but I don't know because Galen has a pike. I don't know her reach.
Her reach is 2. So she could show. So it's a total of 10 feet. She just needs to get within 10 feet of him.
Okay, so where is Galen compared to the?
About 20 feet. And we'll say actually, because his turn's about to come up again. Right before Galen's turn, one of the guys makes it through, and he thinks he's just going to bowl this guy over because you guys murked that other guy so quick. And the sword comes out and just cuts that dude down, drops him down on the ground, dead dude, unarmed. I don't know why he thought he had a chance. And now everybody's kind of like forming a half circle around until you guys make your move.
That was an unprovoked attack on an unarmed citizen. We should kill them.
Fuck the police!
As if there's any police.
So, I would have to move closer, right?
Yeah.
To be in range. Okay, I guess Galen moves closer. I don't know what moves to do. What do you think is a good move, Lizard Man?
Poison Strike's always a good one.
Venom
Yeah,
strike.
poison
Strike.
or venom.
Okay, yeah, I guess I could do that one.
Because regardless, your weapon will be envenomed until the end of the scene now.
Yeah,
But is
which
that
is a good play.
okay? I always confuse stinging venom with venom strike.
Right.
Venom Strike gives you stinging venom on your weapon.
Okay. Sorry. So yeah, she moves closer, so she's in range of. He's a bat.
Yes, he's a bat. And he's wearing no armor, but the guy who fell down is wearing armor.
That's pretty bold of him. So Galen gets real close. She doesn't really know what's going on, but everyone's fighting, so she's just gonna do her best. So she's still really bummed that Obi didn't buy her 8 Octo Dogs, and that's why she's rioting.
+1.
I thought they were made of children. That's what I heard.
Learn to read, Obi. You went to college.
Octo dogs are children.
Okay, so since
Make the food baby.
I'm slow, I roll a d20 first,
Yes, to see if you hit, and you add your
Okay.
dexterity.
which is 2. Okay.
Your
10.
dexterity should not be 2.
No, her
Her dexterity was massive.
No,
and she...
what- we did.
Oh, 3.
Okay, yeah, that sounds right.
So.
And does she still have the
Amulet
she
from
had
the
an-
last game?
Like she had like a bracelet or something.
Oh, I also have a bracelet. I
We
didn't
gave
see
it
it
to
on
her.
the paperwork.
Yeah, I think you had a bracelet of dexterity that raised it to 4.
Raised it to 4. I'm so beefy.
So that would be under gear.
Well,
Under-
you're very you're
So-
very dexterous.
So it would be my base is 2, and then +2 to gear,
+1 to gear.
+1 to gear. Then where do I get 3?
I don't know.
Maybe so it's 3.
Yeah, wait, do you get one for being a bird?
Yes.
don't- oh.
Yeah, so it's under race.
Good thing I didn't write that in marker. Okay, sorry. So, Galen bravely rolls.
She runs up, she pulls dice out of her pocket, she rolls.
14.
14 hits.
Yeah.
This guy's toast.
This guy's eviscerated.
Okay, and so for Venom Strike, I roll 2d6.
Plus double your strength.
Yeah, I don't understand what any of this means. So that's my damage that I do to.
So it's 2d6.
Yeah.
Right? And then plus twice this number.
Okay.
Which is 2, which is already written down.
Yeah.
Shit, she has 2 strength.
She has 1 strength.
Oh,
She's using a
okay.
two-handed weapon.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Well, one of them's already done. Oh, well.
What is that?
Put it on the table. Put it on
Damn
the
it.
table.
It's a 3. A
Okay.
3 and a 2.
So 5 plus.
2, 7.
He's not dead,
Is it envenomed?
but he is envenomed.
Yas. And do I roll another die 1, 6 for his
At the beginning
At
of
the
his
beginning
turn.
of
his turn? When's
So,
his turn?
it's at he goes first of the round.
Oh, okay.
So he goes before.
For the manager. Okay.
So he took 5 damage.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Was that 7 damage though?
Oh, it was 7 damage. You're right. Oop. Okay. Esmond.
Esmond, figuring rather than showing all his cards, showing off everything he can possibly do, he's just gonna throw another burning lance at him.
All right.
That's so hot.
Yes. Perfect.
He's pulling a max.
Yep. Just,
You know.
just phantom
Give it
jerking
the
on.
jiggle.
Galen's turned on.
10.
10 miss. Okay, so it's now his turn. He is envenomed.
And then I roll 1d6.
That's correct.
5.
Ooh, that hurt. Okay, and it's his turn. He takes 5 venom damage. He's like, oh no.
Is it like how painful is he feeling? Is it like a tummy ache, like he has the flu, like he's gonna vom? Describe it to Galen.
You see a look on his face as though like there's no coming back from this.
Bye, bitch.
This is Thermopylae, and I am the Spartans. I must hold the gate, which means I must give everything I have to do this, but I'm not coming back alive.
Is Galen gonna kick him in the hole?
He's going home. He's going home on his shield.
Okay, he doesn't have one.
So knowing that,
Stupid.
he disengages forward to Galen, and he takes out his sword's already drawn because he cut the dude down, and then just double overhand tries to stab her with this short sword.
Okay, buddy.
And misses. He rolled a 7.
Yeah.
And
Galen's
Savannah
dodge
is
is
ruthless.
13.
I've always thought that stinging venom would be like being stung by 10 bees
oh, it hurts.
wherever the wound is formed, and then that just stays. You're like, ow.
Oh, it's like box jellyfish.
yeah, you're like, fuck.
Just put some pee on it.
It's never worked.
Yeah, it's not a thing. Look, if you want to get peed on, do it on your own time.
Oh.
Don't do it while you're dying. Matt.
mean,
Or
if
maybe while you're
If you haven't done it before, I mean, might as well try.
yeah,
I never got my tattoo. Maybe this is my thing. I gotta learn.
What
on
did
your deathbed. You
so-
find it. You're like, son of a bitch. All these years wasted.
this is the start of round 1. That was his turn. And we'll go Kelton.
Okay. Where am I in comparison to Esmond?
Let's
I
keep
did
you at
not
like
move.
a 20-foot distance so far.
Is he behind me or in front?
Oh, in comparison to Esmond, we'll say
Yeah.
you two are lateral because everybody kind of slowed down when they saw that there were guards, and
All right.
now you're starting to rush forward again.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I have a question. So how do opportunities attack work? Do they have to like come at me and that's just a dodge, or are they just like walking by? Like how does that work?
So if they move through a space or
Okay.
through the area that you could hit them with your pike
Okay.
without disengaging, you get a free shot at them.
Okay.
Or if you're flanking,
Okay.
let's say with so you're on opposite sides of the enemy,
Yes.
and they attack somebody who's not you, you can take it.
You get a poke.
You get to poke at them.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Or if they're using a ranged attack, when you could hit them,
Right.
you get to poke them.
So a short sword is not a ranged.
No.
Range attack is like magic or
Melee is
archery.
like physical violence, which is what you do and it's
So-
what he does.
What if he thinks that a short sword is ranged?
if he threw it, I guess that would count.
Yeah, that would count. If he prepared to throw it, yes.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Kelton would like to move into phalanx with Esmond.
Oh, okay. So you're just sidling up to Esmond?
Yeah.
Okay.
Esmond, this is fun as hell, right?
I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of missed it.
The government is paying us to do this.
The government is not paying us to do this.
We are talking quietly.
Right next to each other.
There's a riot happened. Nobody.
Yeah.
I love that.
We also didn't say which government, which is very
I
important.
love that they're just like having conversational tone, and then Nesbitt yells, "The government is not paying us."
He's just letting people know.
In case you were
Esmond,
wondering.
take the shot on
All right.
the sword guy.
Jeffrey Soros is not paying us to be here. Or is it George Soros?
George, yeah.
George, yeah. Well, Jeffrey is our version.
Yes.
Wait, he's not paying you?
And
23.
George Epstein.
Okay, so sorry. Give us that again.
Natural 19, 23 total.
23 hits.
And it's a D10 plus 4.
Oh, max damage.
14.
Yeah, you hit him with this fire, and it just burns a hole straight through him. He's like the guy at the beginning of Kung Pao who gets the hole punched through him, except for this one's blackened on the outside.
Like Swiss cheese.
We've only had one giant hole. It's more like a cheese donut.
little bit of drool comes out of Kelton's mouth.
Oh, actually, can I do one thing now? Fuck it. I guess I could do it out of combat. Doesn't matter.
Okay, not out of combat. This scene's still going.
No, yeah, but so is it my turn not over then?
It's not your turn right now at
That
all.
was my turn.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Kelton's turn. He gave you to take the shot, and that happened. And now those two are dead. Let's go to Nesbitt.
All right. Hey, everybody. Storm the embassy. Get those fucking guys.
And they're like, yeah! And you just see them starting to run towards the embassy.
And I make my way to the door of the tattoo parlor.
So that's up the stairs. You have to go inside the entrance and up a flight of stairs.
All right. Yeah. So
They share a stairwell.
I'm just saying, if you're going to a tattoo parlor and you have to go by armed guards, you're not going to that tattoo parlor. Their business is being sorely hurt by this.
I was thinking
bummer.
stairs are a problem, but you're thinking.
Aw, you're trying to be access friendly.
When there's literal magic, the things that impede your access are much scarier.
Like bugs.
Yeah. Yeah. The Tiktani, or
No.
I don't want to like make some wide generalizations or anything.
I meant
But
the
Tectani, you're
big-
gross. Yes, I agree.
They're gross. Yeah, you don't want to be near
They're cute. I meant like the big bug. that
Very
lives-
good at
Barb.
tattoos, though.
Oh no, Barb's a gem. No, nothing to be said against Barb. Although her face kind of creeps me out sometimes.
What is Barb?
Yep.
Bug-wise.
Termite
she was a termite. Yes.
Oh,
with a fat ass.
That's what I like.
y'all could have called her Woody. That would have been so funny.
We didn't come up with a name. Chat did.
Y'all
So
could have called her Woody, and that would have been so funny.
let's say you go into the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, so the scene is not over, but combat right now is over. I want to hear what everybody plans to do. Obed.
I was literally just hired to stop this, to help stop this bat guy. So I'm a little surprised that we attacked random guards at an embassy.
Are
Obed,
you?
it's us.
I'm gonna say that whiff of that ice lance was more of a on purpose, like not trying to kill someone. But I guess I'm going. I don't know. It seems kind of difficult with a crowd of people, but I'm going.
Aren't you
along.
incensed? Aren't you incensed that the star player of your hometown team, your adopted home, has been killed in front of you? Don't you want there to be justice? Don't you want them to answer for their crimes?
And what about the children?
But I mean, but I was.
about my
You forget that
Octodog?
he knows that's not true.
Yeah, that's like unlike the rest of
Nope.
the riot. I mean, we saw him get up and leave, like, so we know that he was made uncomfortable by this, but we don't know if
Obi.
he actually caused them.
Obi,
It was
fight for my
fucking moon
Octodogs.
magic.
I said I'm going, but I'm just following along. I'm following them.
Can I just say, I think
I
Kelton
think Obi
believes
more
it
than
now.
most people would.
Kelton would.
Roll
believes
bluff against yourself.
I think Obed more than most people would be suspicious of the Larson bat, like having seen everything that happened there, the very obvious magical shit that occurred. He's like, oh man, that was totally them. They fucking nuked that guy.
And he's very un-Obi like when it comes to his feelings about Smithy. So.
I love that we're all actually fucking Smithy hooligans.
Yeah.
Galen, what does Galen want to do?
Nafar, thank you.
She
for
probably
whatever.
thinks this is
spit it,
like
yeah.
the line for
Just
octo
whatever.
dogs. She's just gonna keep
She's
going.
like, I typically would kill for these, so I'm used to this.
Yeah, that that guy caught on fire, yeah, and then the line got huge. Everyone wanted an octo dog, yeah.
She's gonna level up so fucking fast.
That lumpy pants man, yeah, he is ready to fight, yeah. I bet he had a coupon. So Galen's just going with the flow.
Give yourself +2. That was 2 in a row.
Double tap.
Liam, watch this.
I know. I hate
Liam,
it. Hey, if you were gonna spend that right now, would you know how much you would have left over?
I can count ones.
Can you take a number, add a bunch of ones to it, and then subtract 30?
Why would I subtract 30?
Because if you never mind.
Oh, I'm not leveling up till the book is done. Because I told Josh, I was like, just level me up.
I don't do that.
You picked out all this stuff for Galen. I didn't know what any of this
You got to
stuff
pick a
was.
thing. You got more than enough
At
to do
some
that.
point, you will have a sense of how this game works.
I do, but I don't like picking things, and I don't care where
is
she goes.
very
What do you guys
much-
want to see?
What do you want to do with Galen?
She's very
Just
much
be
the Clint
Galen.
of
What does that mean?
what dice do I grab?
She just, I don't know. She just rolls with the GM.
If she improved, how would you like to improve? What do you do that you would like to do better? What do you do that you don't do?
More specifically, what does Galen want to do in this moment?
Yes.
She's in line.
She's in line? Okay, all right. So the line's moving. She's in line. She's
in
going
line.
up. Esmond,
I was gonna make a fire orb. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna try and
fire
keep,
orb.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep incognito.
All right, so you guys are in line. You're starting to move forward, and you hear somebody yell, just like a.
You didn't ask what Kelton was doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is Kelton doing?
He's gonna take off the head.
Okay, well, no, I didn't ask because
Yeah.
combat ended after your turn.
Okay.
we'll get into that in a
All
second.
right.
So you hear somebody just, and if you turn to look, you see Talon,
Son of a bitch.
bloody hands, just
Are they
leap.
frostburnt?
No, leap into the air, and a just spear, a lance forms in his hands out of ice, and he just impales the person who's last in line for Octodogs.
I bet he has 2 coupons.
And then we'll say that you guys are still able to make it into the stairwell
Okay.
before that. So let's say there are about 10 people behind you. And Kelton, what would you like to do?
Take off the head,
Uh-huh.
the tusk head.
Right.
Set it down.
Not my actual
Fancy
head.
tusks.
Fancy tusks. Blood browns.
Blood browns.
The bloody browns.
The bloody browns.
There's been bad days when I've had those.
Man.
Takes off his cloak,
Blood on the hands. Blood on the paper.
folds it neatly, sets it down on the head.
I'll be back for you.
Oh, it's a well-practiced maneuver, we could say,
Yeah.
to get it done.
Sorry, I have a question about the stairwell. Is it like closed off, or is it like open? Like there's railings in there, you can like throw stuff over the side of the rail.
I should describe it. It is a narrow stairwell. There are it never makes a turn, but it goes up and up and up. We'll say probably 7 stories with
What?
7 landings.
Well,
Okay.
All right.
So is it all closed off, or is it open?
It's closed off. Let's say on the 3rd landing, it's open because somebody runs a tree nursery.
Okay.
Good. Okay. So the entrance to the embassy and the entrance to the tattoo parlor, where are they?
They are 5th level.
Both the same level.
Yeah, and you see that if you look up, because you can see above everybody, because of the landings, they give you enough line of sight to see up that far. You see that guards are kind of coming out into the stairwell.
So we smash the baby trees.
No.
Anybody?
So that's what you take off your stuff. You go there.
Taking off the stuff.
Let's say you guys are just running up the stairwell with the hooligans. People are tripping over each other, but you know what? It's the team mentality is back. They're picking each other up. shoving each other up the stairs. And they're like, keep it moving. It's okay, brother. We're going to kill them all together. Like,
This isn't the same group who slapped a child.
that was 35 seconds ago.
That was 35 seconds.
Multiple
We have
murders.
grown from
I was
that.
gonna say that was 70. That was 30 seconds ago, and 2 immolations later.
Do it for the lockjaws.
And they're like, yeah, fuck, yeah. And then you see the arms go up, pumped fists, elbows down, choo-choo motion. Like, lock jaws.
Would the lockjaws let a couple doors stop them?
And then the person behind you is like, wait a minute. He's wearing fancy tusk colors. And somebody's like, shut up, we're all doing this.
I stole it.
After you beat him up.
Yeah.
And some guy's like, good move.
Yeah.
Yeah, steal that fancy tusk bullshit.
Fuck.
They did go all Providence like 2 years ago. That was a really nice season.
Yeah, it was a heartwarming story, really.
Yeah.
It sounds like
It was a real rebuilding year.
They're going to make a play about it called Judy.
Jesus Christ.
It was a pill bug that they let on the team. Terrible accident at the end. It was just
+1 momentum.
should not have let him on the field.
All right. All right, it's moving. And then, but you just hear behind you Talon just murking people. I mean, just yanking them, throwing them out of the hallway, throwing them over the people that he's already thrown down, working his way up.
We're still trucking.
Yeah.
All right. You get
Kelton, I think we're eventually going to need to, like, square up against this dude.
Yeah, what's our order of operation? Or like, what's our order up the stairs?
So
PEMDAS.
I can tell you that because of how this went down.
Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division.
Yes.
PEMDAS.
Minus 1 moment.
No, that was a good one.
So I think Galen's pretty close to the front of the line for Octodogs. And then it goes
I don't think she'd
Obed.
let any of us ahead of her. So.
No.
She
And then
don't
it's,
have a coupon, but she knows someone who does, right, Obi?
so it goes Galen. So Galen, couple dudes. Obed, couple dudes. Nesbit, couple dudes, and then Kelton is next with Esmond right behind him. Like you're,
Because you guys were phalanx.
yeah,
before
right,
that.
right, and then behind you guys.
So
the
our
lines-
caster is closest to the murder beast.
yes, and the
Fire and ice, baby. This is going to not work out well for me.
but then behind you, let's say there are 6 dudes left, and that line is getting shorter.
All right.
So going up, another dude down.
Yeah, I'm just going to scream out, I think we got to make our stand next landing.
You get up to the 3rd landing where the
Where it opens
the
up a
tree
little bit.
the tree nursery is, and there's a lady who's just walking this parade of hooligans, climbed the stairs, and is like, "What is happening?"
Go lockjaws!
It's like this. It's like, did they win? Are you all getting tattoos?
Galen, this guy behind us says astrology isn't real.
Is he in line for Octodogs?
Yeah, and he wants to cut.
Did you actually say that, or is that a joke?
Both.
Yes and yes.
I think Kelton's just gonna just turn around.
Okay, Kelton turn. So do you? Are you gonna turn around after you get to the landing or before?
I think
Landing.
in the landing, or should we just keep him in the stairwell?
Landing.
Landing?
We got to be able to surround him. We have enough muscle that if
Okay.
one-on-one, it's not going to work out
Yeah.
for us.
So Kelton would like to stop at the right into the landing.
Okay.
Midway. Get midway.
You think
Get
so?
midway. Let
I'm
it be
thinking
open.
We'll get him a lot of
We
room
can
to
gang up
maneuver.
on him.
All right.
All right.
I'm down with that.
So
He
what?
has you'll have the upper hand. She'll be on the hill, right?
You're ahead.
The
you're
high
ahead of everyone.
ground
have
is
the
what
higher
you're
ground.
going for, yeah.
That's for range
Thanks,
attacks.
guys.
It's over, Anakin.
Um,
So you make your way up to the pre-landing is where you're stopping. Kelton stopping.
I would know mid landing.
So on the landing.
On the landing.
Okay, so you're not going into her shop.
No.
Okay, so you stop on the landing, and he's like moving through, and he sees that you turned around, but he is just still kind of like looking past you. He's trying to get up to the top. Like he has one concern, and it's that guy.
Line cutter.
Kayleen, have you stopped?
Yes.
When you said that, I think it got her.
Yeah, Galen stopped. She don't play around with line cutters for Octodogs.
You have to work your way back down past the other people.
Yeah,
You have to let them cut you in line for Octodogs.
Yeah, but she, cheater, pumpkin eater. She's not going to
yeah,
let him
letting
go.
people pass versus letting people cut.
That's
Very
fair.
different.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Okay.
I was gonna say that Obed probably stopped like at the beginning of the next stairwell or like the next step up, so he's like at the back of.
He
the
knows what
landing.
stand your ground means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So let's say because they go first, this guy's going to go first. So we all decided what you all were going to do during that round. Now he's going to be here. Let's say there's 2 people now between him and Kelton.
All right.
And he's not even really looking at Kelton. Like, he regarded him, but his plan is very obvious. He's going to move past you.
Yeah.
So
To the front of the
line for Octodogs, yeah. You see him grab one dude by the face and literally accordion him straight down and step over him.
Holy shit!
Yeah. And then he the next guy, he just gives him a sock in the gut to double him over, and that's his turn. Kelton, what do you do? There's a guy doubled over in pain in between you and him. So this guy, the person in line, is flanked.
You've been having pretty good luck with your fireballs.
Want me to keep going?
So the
Is
landing
this-
is small.
Yes.
You would have to go into her shop to get room.
To do what?
The landing is for you guys to occupy this space. This is a landing that's like 5 by 5, like a typical stairwell landing, right? And there would normally be a door here, but you see there's
I
no
vastly misunderstood what you meant by landing.
Me too.
door. Okay. Yeah, no. I'm thinking like
'Cause you-
stairwell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it
All
also
right.
need to be large enough for you to move objects in and out of it.
Okay, so let's give it a 10 by 10.
Yeah, okay, that's way more, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's give it a 10 by 10. And normally on every landing, there are doors to the left and the right.
Mm-hmm.
There's no door. There's just an open area that leads out into her tree nursery that has like mirrors to reflect sunlight, and the outside is just open to the air.
Okay.
Like let's say her tree nursery is 100 feet deep from where you're standing versus the opposite shop wall, and or the opposite landing wall. It's that deep, and then it's 50 feet wide, and there's just small like herbs and stuff, and she's got mirrors posted up that she adjusts to get them sunlight.
Okay.
That's kind of cool.
Cute.
Dope. Can we just hang out in there after all this riding?
Yeah. Drink tea.
You could, yeah.
Teapots are all just
We just
right
went
there.
through the district.
I'm gonna go 10 feet up the stairs.
So to get the high ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Well, it's not your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
It's Kelton's turn.
So where am I then?
Well, you're
Pretty
just
close to
behind Kelton. You're,
All right.
you're physically. Let's say if Kelton turns around, you were able to circle behind Kelton. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Okay.
You're not the guy that got socked in the gut.
No.
You could like.
But I'm taking a
morning
negative
strike this
4.
dude and like.
If you don't get the high ground.
Yeah.
And I can't move, so don't.
I can. I'm on the step. I can throw ice things.
Yeah. So
Ice on ice, though. Maybe not a good idea.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Sometimes you throw things like in your freezer, or 2 things in your freezer collide and they break.
I feel like we buried the lead a little bit on Obed leveling up.
Yeah. No.
Because I whiffed.
But no, tell us about what. So this obviously happened in the intervening
Right,
time.
yeah. So I picture more of it being a after the adventure that he was on during his studies, he came across probably some books, and it's more of a self-taught thing, and then realized he had a knack for it and decided he wanted to have a little more offensive capabilities when it came to fighting. So he picked up step 1, ice.
Nice.
Dope.
Nice.
Mr. Ice.
Mr.
Mr. Cool
Mr.
Ice.
Cool Ice.
Cool as ice.
Yeah. I feel like you can't criticize somebody's tattoos if you can't criticize that guy's tattoos if we're not allowed to criticize anyone's tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he fucking means it.
Yeah, sincere.
I don't know if that's totally true.
I don't know. I never met Mr. Cool Ice.
No,
but
I-
I'm guessing he is
I'll
a
take
true
him-
believer.
I'll take him at his word.
Is that the guy who like makes ice?
No,
Like with the little penguin?
I'll show you guys a picture. But Kelton, what do you do?
Kelton is going to use Vicious Obstacle.
Ooh,
Please
what's
explain
that?
what that does if it hits.
I will choose an adjacent space until the end of my next turn. Enemies may not move through this space, and it can only be moved by moving me.
That's
Whoa.
a really good.
Whoa.
That's romantic.
Kelton, I have to be real with you. Half chub.
So I just showed Savannah a picture of Mr. Cool Ice. By the way, Google it.
Mr. Cool Eyes.
And
Mr. Cool Ice.
no reaction. She just goes, "What happened to him?"
who didn't love you?
How many times I gotta tell you?
No. That is
it's like-
who loved you too much.
And where are they now?
Oh, wow, that is a question I have not asked.
So I've gotten an answer to that question because he has upgraded all of his Mr. Cool Ice tattoos.
Does he have an Instagram?
Probably.
Does
You
he
want to know how sad?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you see it.
Stop. Let me look at it so I can have an honest reaction.
Oh man.
It's worse.
Oh come on,
Stop,
man.
stop. Okay, wait, let me close my eyes. Is it ready?
Oh my god.
Do you think he knows?
That's kind of fucking dope.
No, it is not.
Holy shit!
Do you think he's
Very
ever,
much is not cool.
Has he ever hung out with Snow?
I hope so.
Informer. I lick your boom boom down.
Okay.
What?
This is
Savannah and I were sitting here like wide-eyed, like what is happening?
Have you never heard that
Fuck off,
song?
you haven't heard
No.
Informer.
What kind of imbecile
How-
hasn't heard Informer?
How have you not heard
damn it.
Canadian reggae rapper
Snow.
He's from Toronto.
He'll lick you boom boom down.
Ooh.
Informer.
Max is literally the only person who knows that lyric.
Kelton's going to use 4 momentum on this because it really needs...
Holy
Okay,
shit.
Vicious
So
strike.
I need
Whoa.
you to,
Yes.
because of the amount of momentum you're selling, I need you to describe this as a story moment.
Kelton turns around, allows Esmond circling behind him, raises his shield and his axe, and then just looks...
He keeps under his
Yeah.
fancy tusks.
Are you
gear.
going to a smithy game without sword and...
Also, when the announcers talk about them, they're the fancy tusks. If you're talking about them colloquially, you never would.
Yeah.
You never refer to them as the New York Metropolitans. There was always the Mets.
All of their gear says the Mets.
He's going to look...
Now it didn't before.
Sure.
Their full name is the Metropolitans?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's very
Just like the New York
nice.
Knickerbockers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And no, their rival is the Neapolitan.
The
There's a-
Knicks were the Knickerbockers.
Bloody Browns, motherfucker. That's all I'm
What?
saying.
Wow, that's like your undies, isn't it? A knickum.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's the blood, like your undies. They're the bloody Browns.
Me and Max aren't that good of friends.
He's going to look Talon right in the eyes and say,
Bloody brown.
Stop.
Go ahead.
So what are you rolling?
a D20
Ooh.
and 4 D6s.
Wow, that's so mean.
That was a 10.
So there's 18, 22.
Ooh.
A 22 hits.
Excellent.
I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
I was really worried you were going to be like, no. And I was like, change of plans.
So by the way, his ice armor is not on him right now.
Oh shit.
No, I'm sorry. His ice armor is. His shield is not.
Okay.
Is what I meant to say. He doesn't have his ice shield.
12 damage.
Ouch. Okay.
And what were the secondary effects of that?
Until the end of my next turn, enemies may not move through the stairwell that I am standing.
He may not get closer to Kelton.
Yeah, without moving me, like Ghost.
Just like
God
ghosts.
damn it.
The only way that he could really move you at this point is to have a lesbian pottery scene.
It says moving you. I didn't know what the context was.
No, obviously, Field of Dreams is the answer.
Kevin Costner.
We're not all crying. Stop it.
Okay,
I'll cry right now.
so it's now his turn,
Tis.
and he and you see him very upset leave the spear, or sorry, the spear is in the guy behind him. Okay, he's punched the dude in front of him, and you see both of his hands start to glow, and a ray of frost shoots through the guy whose hand it's in his gut and goes up through you, through Nesbit, and up into the two dudes behind Nesbit.
Whoa.
What? And who's next? Is it Obed?
Yeah.
You mean he's going to attempt to do that?
He's going
Wait.
to. Yeah, no, he's going to
no.
fire it that way.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Nesbit wasn't. It was.
Esmond.
Yeah, it's
Esmond.
Esmond, then
No, I already
another
said-
dude, and then
There was two. So there were two dudes.
Yes.
After Esmond.
But this ray has to start in his square, right?
No. No, it starts one square beyond.
To go through the dude, he doesn't have to.
So it's him.
He's reaching into the square in front of him.
Oh, okay.
The square in front of him is this dude. Mm-hmm. Well, the space because we don't use squares.
Yeah.
So he's firing through this dude, then Kelton, then Nesbit, then two more dudes, and one more dude.
You
That
mean
would be
you
me
keep
then.
saying
7?
Nesbit instead of Esmond?
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's dude,
Dude.
Esmond. Or sorry, dude, Kelton, Esmond.
Two more dudes.
Yeah. Oh, and two more dudes.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
Stop.
Like, it could be 7,
At
but
Nesbit.
like I.
Yeah.
That
So
is a lot of dudes, man.
So I'm just gonna see.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and the hallway gets cold, and
As
he,
ice?
yeah, he's willing to
But is it-
sacrifice. I'm not rolling well tonight. Okay, that's an 8 to hit, and easily hits all the dudes, but none of you.
Nice.
And the
I've-
guy in front of him freezes solid.
Even more obstacles.
I have a question about this still being the same encounter.
It's the same scene.
Same scene.
Sure.
If I haven't made another attack, is it only for? Does Leaping Flame only work for consecutive attacks, or am I allowed to attack, run around for a bit, and then attack?
If it's the same scene, it doesn't drop.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so this is an ongoing thing. There might be several small combats
Yeah.
within this scene, but if you do a per scene ability, you are
That's
used
gone.
up.
Yeah.
for that scene.
No, I was just worried about. I knew that.
But
I was
mean,
worried
yeah,
about
the-
Leaping
the
Flame
benefit from a
maintaining.
previous
Yeah.
thing
The
with
crux
okay, cool.
of our
Yeah,
end.
you're still in the same oeuvre.
Okay.
I was actually proud I came up with that,
That was
because that
pretty
actually
good.
is the most appropriate word for
Yeah.
this. Okay,
Doing
so
well with your mise en scène as well.
thank you.
What
I
does
don't know what that
mean?
word means, but I feel
It
complimented
means
regardless.
in the frame.
How you decorate a stage for a play.
That's also the
Aw.
framing.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, thank you for that compliment. And and now it's Nesbitt's turn. Where are you located again?
I think I'm on the landing at this point.
Yeah. Okay. So you had to like probably sidle out into the tree nursery
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay, so so Kelton's on the landing.
Yeah. And-
Also,
And at the edge of the stairs.
right. I'm gonna saddle up next to him.
Okay.
So
Phalanx.
yeah, and withhold attack action.
Okay. All right. And then it's his turn again. You see him clench the fist that's not in the dude's gut, and the spear behind him explodes, and it turns that dude into a red mist that it was impaled into.
This dude's fucking gnarly.
Yeah, seriously.
And yeah.
If
And-
we didn't have to kill each other, I think we could hang out and have some fun.
And then it's Obed's turn.
Okay.
I think
so
Obi's
cute.
got reach though.
Yep.
Peter, I'm just new in town, and this is
What are three other things about you?
crazy. Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna push him. Just gonna push him.
I think we just
I'm gonna be home for Purim. I'm gonna push him.
You just combined a Christopher Guest movie.
Yes.
I'll be home for Purim.
Okay, I am going to move. I'm still in my aspect of war. I'm going to move from the step that I'm at up towards some kind of right behind Kelton.
Okay, yeah, there's still room. So there's now that landing is completely full.
With us.
Yes.
Everyone else is dead.
Right.
Right. Okay. So and then
But the people ahead of you are like they're pushing past you, still trying to get up there.
That's what
'cause They're
yeah.
also afraid of that dude.
Yeah.
I wonder why. He seems so nice.
Yeah.
Personable, friendly.
You guys have done real good, rioters. I'm real proud of you.
Yeah.
Surprised you're not calling them degens.
They're just secondary shovels.
Yeah.
Dirty shovels.
Okay, then I'm going.
One day you could become shovels. We'll train you. It'll be great.
You're still gonna
Most
get
of the
married.
training is giving you a shovel, seeing how it works out.
Training done.
Y'all.
Okay, so I'm gonna do prayer strike.
Say that again.
I'm gonna do prayer strike.
Prayer strike. Okay.
Yep.
What's that?
I attack someone, and if it hits, my next attack heals 2 allies within 5 spaces for half the damage that it deals.
So it no longer requires you to hit for that to be true of your next attack.
Oh, cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but then how would it calculate the damage?
No. It no longer. So your current attack puts you in the stance that makes that true for your next attack. So whether or not your current attack, whether or not prayer strike,
The next
hits,
one has to
your
hit,
next
and
one.
then-
Your
so it's a
next
stance
attack
then.
heal. Got it.
So
Okay.
you could. So your
I got
initial
it.
one that doesn't have the thing could still be a setup for the thing.
Yeah,
Got it.
you're stance dancing the whole time.
Got
as
it.
zealotry.
Okay, cool. All right, well, I'm going to do that. So that's 14, 17 plus 17.
Hits.
Okay.
Wait, actually, can you reach him? If you're adjacent to him, yes, you can.
And I have 1 reach.
Yes. Well, because remember, there's a frozen ice block guy between you. But if you're next to Kelton,
Yes.
not behind him,
Yes.
then it can hit.
Okay. So that's going to be this is a 12, right?
Minimum damage,
That's 2, 4, 5.
5 damage. Okay.
Did you add your aspect of war
Yeah.
bonus?
Oh shit.
It's my 2 strength plus. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's wrong. It's 4. I have 1 strength.
You say strength weird.
If you're using it two-handed, that would be 2.
That's where that came from.
There we go.
So how much damage is it?
It's 5.
5 damage. Okay. So
I like the way he says strength. It's cute.
I still have the
Strength.
no, it's strength.
Strength. It's cute. It's like when he says album. I really love that Beatles album.
Pool, I have you know.
Somebody just got fucking outed. Holy shit.
It's
Pool,
cute.
Pool, guess what? Better than the thing that I hear all the time that makes me want to claw my own eyes out.
What is it?
I've got a lot of vinyls at home. I don't know why. It's stupid. It's petty. It's small. But I'm like...
Plural of vinyl is vinyl.
In the most pretentious voice I possibly could, like, the plural of vinyl is vinyl. And the reason why I don't think this is okay is in any media that you've ever seen it, no one has ever said vinyls ever.
I thought that your objection would be very different.
What would that be?
That he's like, I have a lot of vinyls at home, and you're like, oh, you wear a lot of.
I was thinking that same thing. You know,
Just-
like the cutouts for the eyes and the mouth, that creepy shit.
No, you gotta
No,
get
I
it.
was thinking of terrible fake leather because you can't afford to be part of real leather culture.
That's why I was that weird.
No, latex culture is its own whole thing.
Yeah, but vinyl. Never mind.
No,
Okay.
vinyl is part of. Some of them are vinyl, like vinyl plastic.
I don't want to talk about how people cook themselves in their own juices in their clothing.
Hey, man, if it's first the sexy times, fine.
Look, man.
I smell bad already, so I'm not going there.
save
Whatever
this for
gets
our
your tattoo,
podcast.
bro.
This is episode 3 of our podcast.
So
Start writing them, and I'll do it.
Oh,
On-
all right.
I don't know what to write.
on the 5th level,
Like what?
Fifth
where the embassy and the tattoo shop are,
Mm-hmm.
there's a guard with a great sword who you see just separate a guy. Just cuts him down, and people are trying to deal with this guy as they're trying to escape from Talon, but he's got the high ground,
Yeah, he does.
and he's just saying, "I loved you." As he's doing it.
I hope we don't get sandwiched.
It's a risk.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Would it be ham?
Only if it's Kelton. It is Galen's turn. You're first in line for Octodogs. You could deal with Greatsword guy, or you could run back down to help your homies.
Great sword.
That's like the hard part is because like as a player, I would want to go down and beat up Iceman, but Galen wouldn't.
Now
actually...
you're at the front of the line.
Yeah,
so if he's gonna cut,
Yeah.
Galen doesn't realize that if she's going to the front of the line, she has to pay. She's just like, I'm at the front of the line. So she's going to just keep going to the front. Sorry, guys.
Okay, you can move over the bodies of rioters who are too afraid to engage this trained killer at the top of the stairs.
And we know for a fact that guy is an Octodog vendor, but does not serve women.
How would you know Galen's a woman? Unless you...
she's got bird tits.
She's got
We've
tits.
established this already.
Does she?
Yeah.
I think that's up to Galen.
I don't judge. I just know she has a big sweater.
She stuffs
Full of
it.
tits.
There's tons.
Full of them.
There's just tons of blue-footed boobies under it.
I'm saying she's a C cup or better too.
I always pictured Galen as pretty racked.
Yeah.
I hate this conversation.
Like the chicken from the anthropomorphic Robin Hood Disney movie.
Yes.
Is very
Yeah.
buxom.
Listen.
Very buxom.
See,
That's
I always
originally what I
imagine.
wanted Galen to be was the chicken.
I just imagine a
She's
giant
seagull.
turtleneck with like a little head sticking out.
Very the size of an actual seagull head.
With giant tits.
Stop. Let her live.
8 seagulls standing on top
So
of
she's
each
going to stay at the front. What is at the front of the line besides Octodogs?
other. Great sword.
A dude with a great sword.
An Eshwin with a great sword.
What is a great sword?
It's a two-handed sword
It's a
that's
sword
long.
that is
and
big.
it's better than okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Sure, why not?
Poke 'em.
Yeah.
Almost
Okay.
as good as
What
log.
is my range into okay-ish sword?
So
guy?
you have reach on him. You
Oh.
can hit him before he can hit you.
Cool. I guess I could try that. What's the worst that could happen?
I don't
Death,
really
yeah.
want to get into that.
Well, I mean, worst happens. Galen dies, and
You get to be a pig dad.
fuck yes. Okay.
Was that the voice you're gonna use when you roll that character?
Like you always have to poop. Okay, sorry. So I'm sorry, I'm like blinking. So I have my D20. What do I add to my D20?
Your
What
weapon-
attack are you doing?
Your weapon is
Yeah,
already
we have to
envenomed.
figure out the attack.
It's
first.
still envenomed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
you're
what
still
I wasn't
envenomed.
sure about.
Yeah, the scene is not over.
I don't know. What do you think is good?
Helmet split.
That's what I was gonna say.
Helmet split.
Ooh, I do like that one's my favorite.
It's the best.
Galen is going to do overwhelming strike.
Let's see it.
Also very
Do you want to
good.
add any momenti to that? Or
Oh,
is that
should I?
dangerous? It's up to you.
I could subtract some ones.
Now this guy is not so just for context, if you're thinking of like when is it appropriate to spend momentum, this guy is not as scary as Talon.
Okay.
He is a guard.
Okay.
Talon is
I feel like this isn't right.
bad news
Oh, she's tier 13.
for this attack.
For overwhelming strike.
Yeah.
That
my
isn't
overall
that isn't
strike.
2d6, that is 3d6. Because I was like, that is not right.
She wrote it in marker.
I like the way
Nobody
Martha writes.
nobody ever does that in pen and paper RPGs.
I'm not
Oh, wait,
nobody,
I don't do overwhelming
bitch.
strike because
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll my d20. So Galen is getting ready. She's gonna do her classic overwhelming strike, which is she takes her pike, and the crystals are jingling. Everything feels like it is one with the universe, and I'm scared. What if I roll bad?
Then you miss.
Then you can put momentum on it.
She rolls 11 plus
4.
4, 15.
That's a hit.
Yes,
Yay.
everything's
Plus-
one with the universe. All her crystals tinkle at once.
Galen, it's sword shine, so you're really feeling your energy flow.
In her tits?
No,
Like, what
I'm
was
sorry.
that?
This is where your chakras are, right?
Yeah.
Chakras are all throughout your body.
Yeah,
But this
the
is
special
like
one.
What's the tit chakra?
Tit chakra.
your heart chakra?
Yeah.
No, your
okay.
tit one.
This is
You know, it's life-giving,
Oh,
it's
because
affirming.
she's a bird. So birds have tit chakras, right?
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
how
we know,
birds
we,
work.
we know they got breasts.
Stop.
I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Okay, I got 6 plus 1 is 7 plus 2 is 9 plus 2 is 11.
11.
And he's envenomed.
Yep.
And he's envenomed.
He's hurt. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Get out of my way, man.
Okay.
Use your. That's not Galen's voice. That's your voice.
Yeah, I was saying that as me. Should I say it as Galen? Oh, yeah, move it, honey. I'm getting them knocked up dogs, yeah?
So he already took his turn in cutting down the dude. All right. So we'll say he goes between Obed and Galen.
How reality crushing for the people who are NPCs in this game is meeting Galen just randomly. Like, they just show up and she's like, "Get out of my way! I'm getting hot dogs!" And you're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I just went burger crazy.
That's
on
not
that
what
fucking
happened.
Guy.
The
Took
guy.
a pike, slid a dude, said, "Get out of my way! I'm going to get hot dogs."
Yeah,
But like the guy just got hit with a pike, and he's like, "This is how I'm going."
you should have gotten in the way, honey, yeah?
This is what death looks like.
And there ain't no octo dogs where you're
shit.
going,
And
huh?
you just imagine that this is a bird. Like,
Yeah.
it's walking up, its head's going side to side,
Oh, that's so
and just
cute.
being like, what? Octo dogs. Like, it's just.
That's really cute, though.
Esmond, your turn.
All right. Do you want to use your ready turn before the end of this combat turn?
The position that I'm. Oh shit! Yeah,
You could make a shadow of death.
it's true. I could.
I thought he can't do magic.
You're right. He can't do magic. You could make that zone that people die in for seemingly no reason. It's probably happenstance.
It's probably just moody.
Yeah, yeah. It seems right. I was expecting him
think it's
to
gas.
like come into range of me sometime in this turn, but since he doesn't, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that shadow of death down there.
Okay.
What
All right.
is the-
And is it starting in the space of the guy who's frozen?
Yeah, so that it's just moving into the periphery of him, but not coming all the way up to.
Well, what's the damage of Shadow
Hell.
of Death per turn?
I forget.
Didn't we change that?
It's a D4 plus your composure. Since you're level 1, it's a D6.
Oh shit! I didn't fill
And it
that. out.
bypasses armor.
Let me see.
Oh, never mind then.
It is.
Never
bypasses
mind
armor.
then.
Yeah, you were.
I was
you
gonna
were
say,
like,
I
"Go
can just
ahead,
stand in
fucking
it for a
throw
little
there,
while."
Just hang out. Yeah, the bypassing armor is the big thing.
Yeah.
So it's a D6 plus 1.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so I'm gonna put it behind so that it just catches the dude, but doesn't get Kelton.
We could be the one in front of him too.
Dope.
He could be the space he's in and the
No,
space
but
in
then-
front of him. Are you gonna move into that
Oh
space?
yeah, no, you're right. That's there's a space in between him and Kelton. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That Kelton has warded off until the end of Kelton's next turn? Mm-hmm. Or is it the start of your turn?
The end of my next turn.
Okay.
All right.
Vicious obstacle. I thought it was vicious indeed.
Holy your helmet splitter is fucking
That's not gonna do nothing.
dumb as shit.
10.
God damn.
10 to
Yeah.
hit? That's a miss. No, wait. You don't have to roll.
Oh yeah, wait. I don't roll. It's
You don't roll?
I just make that happen.
At the start of his turn,
Yeah, at the start. Okay.
yeah, he takes the effect.
Yeah. So I did that.
Okay, so you did that. All right. Then is Esmond's turn now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to if I move up one step on the steps, do I have a clear shot on him? Or do I need to move up more?
I would
I
say
don't know how shallow or deep the steps are.
so you are right behind Kelton.
Uh-huh.
And 2 steps down, 2 spaces down is this guy.
So I probably need to at least
So-
do 2 up.
I would
Or
say
that'd
3
be
up,
3 to
which is
get-
15 feet.
Uh-huh.
Well, but it's 20 feet because there's 5 feet behind you before the steps begin because the landing is 10 feet. No, wait, you are up against those
Yeah.
stairs. So, yeah, it's 15
Okay.
feet.
Yeah, I climb 15 feet.
Okay.
And I'm using Burning Lance because I'm terrified that we might have to parse
Yeah.
this out a little bit. But also, if I need a finisher, hopefully I got it, boys.
All right, let's see it.
Oh, and before that, I create an orb.
A flame orb. Okay.
You're so cool.
11.
Miss. All right, his turn.
Takes a D6.
He takes a D6 plus composure.
4.
4 total?
Yep.
Okay. Why is it not writing? Okay.
Wait, no. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. And as part of his turn, spear, shield form again. and he takes a stab at Kelton.
Oh yeah, because spear's range.
But he's using it one-handed, so it's a D6 instead of it's a D8 because no, it'd be a D10 because of his level. Okay. He's gonna manifest
I forgot
weapons.
about,
Yeah. So that's a hit, natty 17, and that'd be a D10 plus 4.
Ooh.
14 damage, max damage on the die to Kelton.
All right.
And that's his turn. Kelton's turn.
That.
God, if we could just get to a point where you could just board charge him off. He's like, bye, guy.
Can't really charge him off a stairwell that's narrow that you guys are up.
Oh, I know, but if we got him to a landing and then just went, whoop,
Yeah.
Kelton would jump.
he doesn't have to.
Still would.
Out of principle.
Kelton's turn.
All right. I was thinking of doing according to Kiai
All according to Keikaku.
Oh, cuckoo.
but we would have to move through Shadow of Death to touch them, so that wouldn't work.
Yes.
For sure. All right. I am going to have Kelton. He is going to raise his axe for an overwhelming strike
Okay.
on the gentleman who has attacked him. Is he within range, or no? There's a space between them.
You
right?
need to move into that space to do it,
Okay.
which you can.
Yeah,
You can disengage to that.
could do that.
Or I could hit him.
Yeah. Take the shot.
All right.
Kill this guy.
19.
Plus
Hit.
1.
Yeah.
20 hit.
Noise. How's your back doing?
Not great. It's all right.
Where
You're
the
such a
hell are you?
champ.
This is plus 6. $14 damage.
Ooh. That's a good hit.
High beef.
Now, obviously, he's more armored than he was before because he manifested a shield. All right. And then it's his turn again. He lets go of the spear, which is kind of stuck on Kelton, hit him in the armor. Lets go of it, lets it remain there. That hand raises up, Ray of Frost, just straight through again. And it's not targeting Nesbit, and it's only targeting Kelton because Esmond is too far away, and for him to angle it towards Nesbit would be too complicated. So, Ray of Frost, 14 to hit.
Hit.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I've got a 12 on my dodge.
Damn. How you looking on health there, big boy?
21.
Whoa.
Yeah. So you take an additional 9, and your movement is halved until the end of your next turn.
All right.
Whoa.
Well, until the end of his next turn, sorry. Which is the round that this turn came up on. Okay. And now it is Nesbit's turn.
There's not a lot I can do from range, and like we've got him held off, but he can attack from range.
Yeah.
So
Now,
If-
the area that Kelton...
I can occupy that area.
You absolutely
but he
can.
can't. So I can.
No. He absolutely can, because Kelton did something different this turn.
Oh shit. Okay.
Wait, he casted a spell, correct?
Who?
The Talon.
He did. He is 10 feet away.
But yeah, we.
Obed is
none
threatening.
Of us were.
Oh, Obed is threatening.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
you
he's
can take a shot at him.
Good call.
Nice.
17.
That hits.
Sweet.
Minimum damage again.
5.
5 damage.
I think do opportunity attacks trigger his zealotry?
What would they trigger?
What would it trigger?
He's got the zealotry stack on the
the
healing
extra
healing strike.
Your next attack heals. I mean, hopefully it wouldn't, because I wouldn't want.
I think it says your next attack.
yeah,
though.
it would. So you would choose. Do you want to do that? I mean, you already know the results. So I feel like it's
could
not
use
fair,
some
but-
healing.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, but I'd
Yeah.
rather it not be half of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say either choose to not take that attack and deal that 5 damage, or choose to do it and heal for that.
That's why I'm not going to do much more. So sure, and it probably rounds down, right?
Yeah, rounds down. So it'd be 2 health.
2 health.
Is there any bonus from stats?
No, it just says your next attack heals 2 allies within 5 spaces of you for half the damage that it deals.
Okay.
So the bonuses are from the damage.
Right.
Is there an Akanosian archer in the building?
There is not.
No.
At least not as far as you're aware. Okay, up next
Someone's
is
rolling like one.
So it is Nesbit. What do you do?
All right.
Slish hit everything. I don't know
No,
what you're
his-
fucking talking about.
Remember his
I
first
know.
character that couldn't hit shit either.
That was terrible rolls.
Yeah.
All right. So I feel like I'm more than a space away, so I can't disengage into.
You can.
Okay.
Wait, are you 2 spaces away?
Because the way I was picturing it was the stairs, and then him, Kelton, me.
Okay.
Is what I was envisioning.
That
I
makes
don't know if
sense.
that's-
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so you wouldn't be able to disengage, but you could. But he is not holding a melee weapon.
Oh yeah, he's just using.
Yeah, he
manifest
let go of
weapons. Okay. All right. So I can rush up on him, and if I do rush up on him, still close enough to Kelton,
For phalanx.
right?
Yes.
For family,
Yeah.
and adjacent to somebody that can attack, which means that I would get
You both have to be threatening him. Well, actually, you still are adjacent to Obed.
Obed.
Yes. So
Okay.
yes, you can
All right.
move through them to get into that spot to be adjacent to Obed and him to get. Well, no,
To
for
get
that
ambush tactics.
specific.
Yeah.
For that specific attack. Yes.
Yeah, for plunging strike.
Yes.
I would have ambush tactics.
Yes.
All right. So, 2 momentum. Gonna throw my wind dagger at this dude's sternum.
All right. So you rush. You slip like a weasel
Yeah. Just
between the pig and the
shucking and
fish
jiving through these
to
dudes.
get up there, and you just full extension wind dagger to the sternum.
Yep.
Okay.
When he went again and stabbed Kelton, did he take the die 6 of damage from?
No.
It's
No,
only
no.
the
takes
first turn.
The first
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
Then
Got it.
yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise,
yeah.
poison.
Yeah. Dudes that
Poisons would be
have
OP.
multiple attacks per turn would just be immediately dead.
Yeah.
Yay. 25.
That's a hit.
Yeah. So let's see that.
Yeah, so this attack it takes him totally by surprise. He's got a hand raised, he's got a shield out, and you just slip underneath and just straight up almost uppercut him in the sternum with this thing.
Hell yeah. Plunging strike, so that will be my D6 plus these fuckers.
So what are you rolling?
Plunging strike. It's
How many dice?
it is 1d6 for the shit, actually another d4 because I used my wind dagger.
Yep.
Do you want to use some rollers?
Yeah, do you have another one of those guys? Yeah.
I'll just keep them right here.
Sweet. Thank you. All right. So, plunging strike. That is, if an ally is threatening the target in melee, you have the upper hand.
Yep.
So, yeah, I get
Obed's threatening.
Yep. So I get my D6 for my regular damage, plus my D4 for the wind dagger, plus 3d4 for having the upper hand.
All right.
Oh shit. 12. Oh wait, no. 8, 11, 14, 19. Plus 2, 21.
Wow. That hurt.
Boosh.
So
I'm glad that the champ scoundrel combo is again paying dividends in a way that it
so
hasn't in
good.
so long.
It's so good.
I'm trying to remember that Kelton is command and not run into the face of things.
He is running the face of things, and then he gets other people to kill it for him.
As he's slowly just being chopped at.
All right, you big fuck. I barely like one bat and you're not him.
I've always
yeah,
wanted
that hurt. He looks furious. All right, so now it's his turn again. And he that open hand that he used to cast Ray of Frost, he clenches, and Kelton takes a D8 plus 2 damage.
Whoa.
As the spear in his armor explodes and shatters into an icy shard. So Kelton takes 7 damage.
Holy shit.
Does that go against his armor, or is that like?
It
past-
still has to fight his armor.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't bypass.
What's your armor?
5.
Oh.
So he only took 2 damage, but
Still.
spooky
I'm-
dude.
That was the 2 that I was just given. So
Obed, what do you do?
All right, so real quick, I have no idea what this move does anymore.
Rippling lunge?
Yeah, because it says if all 3 attacks land, but there's not 3 attacks. Like, I don't know what that means.
Oh,
at
that's
all.
the bird move.
Yeah, it's misdone in this one.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so you do
Yeah, that's the claw thing.
Right.
Where they jump forward.
You gotta heal him, bro. I think
No,
that's-
I know, but I just was looking at this. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
so it
know
would be
what it is.
equivalent to ambush tactics because the idea is that you sneak attacked him, right? Like
and that's
that
why
was the
you get
original
sneak
thing.
attack damage.
So
Okay.
you do your weapon damage plus the sneak attack. Well, actually, it would be increased damage. It would just be flat increased damage. But let's say, for the sake of this one, until the
That's
new
fine.
rulebook
I'm
is
not.
out.
I'm not doing that anyway.
Yeah.
So for Dazzling Ray, it already has class 2 in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I need to look up 2 plus my level for the.
So 2 plus 1 is 3 is a D8.
Okay.
But you're level 2 now,
Oh.
Oh yeah.
so it's a D10.
Yeah, because you're.
Oh, you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to bump
A
all
bunch
of them
stuff.
up once.
I know,
Yeah.
that's fun. Okay, so then I wanted to hurt him, but I think I need to focus more on healing you. So I'm going to use my move action to switch into Aspect of Hope. So my red scales are going to go flush against me and turn bright yellow. And then I'm going to cast Dazzling Ray, which I don't need to. I'm turning sideways just to shoot it at Kelton
Yeah.
because I'm directly next to him.
Yeah.
So I don't need to roll to make sure I land. I just need to roll damage. Well,
Well,
I need to roll in case I crit.
You could disengage behind Kelton to get a
His
straight
Is that
line
my
of
move-
sight.
his
action?
move is
My move
gone.
action is
Oh, you're
switching
right.
to
You're right. I'm
hope.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was planning on doing that, but I want to get the extra healing on him. So.
You're correct.
Okay, so I'm going to roll in
good
case
call.
I cramp, but besides that, I'm going to...
Go
it's
for
just
it.
the damage. I did not crit. Okay, so it is 1d10.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay,
It's
so...
a natty 7.
So 7 plus 1 plus 2, so that's 10 health for you.
What's that put you at? What are you at health wise?
I was at 17, plus that 10 puts me at 27.
Dang.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Hell yeah.
And then now I have my Acolyte's reward. So
Did you
I have
guys want me to
+1
break
dodge,
down
+1
how I
armor.
keep track of my damage?
No.
Like in a 5-minute conversation about it.
Well, we've got time, right, chat?
Yeah. See, what I do is I subtract when I get damage and add when I get healing.
That's.
Whoa.
I can't even imagine how that works.
I just do the opposite.
It's
so
not
wait,
just
you
the
add when you
opposite.
take damage?
I keep a tally of damage and then I remove
no, I
damage
know.
when it's.
So how does Talon feel about that?
Talon saw him get healed, and he's already been hit by Obed and by Nesbit, and now he's starting to get a little desperate.
Okay.
I feel like he's very much like, okay, this is I got to end this quick, or else it's not going to go down.
I'm really glad I did as much damage as I did, but I'm also really sad that I'm the closest guy.
That is sad,
Yeah.
especially because he's a mage, and that sucks. Like
He is very much many things.
I was gonna say, but when you do mage damage and you don't have any of the drawbacks of a mage, you're like, oh, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
He's also pretty high. I think he's level 2 if I did his abilities correctly, but just straight ice.
Nice. That's scary.
Yeah, and so Obed's turn just went. So let's say it's Greatsword guy. He has to disengage to get closer to Galen.
Oh, let me also emphasize, because you two are adjacent to me, because I'm an aspect of hope, you also get +1 to attack, +2 to skill checks, and any healing is +2.
So was that
Holy
12?
shit.
No, I added that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the guard with the greatsword,
Is it at the beginning of his turn?
yes, he's envenomed.
Okay. I mean, 3.
3 damage. Okay, that doesn't feel good. All right,
Unless
so
he's into that thing.
it doesn't feel good.
Is that his tattoo?
There are not There are not a lot of dudes who have that tattoo.
No,
Poison damage.
It's just Galen.
so he's most worried about
I
Galen.
definitely don't have that fucking tattoo.
Galen's definitely more of a masochist.
I think a lot of guys have poison tattoos.
God.
It's true.
Every rose has its thorn.
We're back on the Bill and Ted thing again.
No, we're
Okay, so this guy disengages to get close to Galen, and takes his great sword and just does a Kesagiri, just straight up diagonal cut, straight down at her. And natty 1 because he's not using it as a piercing weapon.
Yep.
And he misses.
Sucks to suck.
Galen's turn.
Okay. I keep thinking about what you said about.
What
what
are
are
you
you
gonna do?
using?
I don't know.
You have to
I'm
before you
thinking.
roll.
I'm thinking. I don't know. What's good?
Overwhelming strike. man.
Overwhelming
Just keep
strike
doing
is your
it.
bread and butter.
Or helmet splitter.
Don't use
I'm
that.
not gonna
Yeah.
use
On
helmet
Oh, yeah,
splitter
he's just
on
like a
this-
grunt. Yeah, then
on
use...
this Octo
yeah.
dog cheater. Okay, so Galen's going to use Overwhelming Strike again. Because she's like, I didn't get it right the first time, and I guess I'll just get it again.
You very much
hit
got
him.
it right
Yeah,
the first
you
time.
totally did like
he
11
got back
damage.
up, homie.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
how it will often work.
All right, let's
she
see
is
it.
banking on one-hit KOs.
4. Do I add anything? Plus, is that 4 or 5?
4.
So 8.
Miss. Now you didn't get it right.
No, she's so upset.
All right,
She's full of anger.
Esmond.
All right. I'm going to say I probably have to back up one more 5-foot step on the stairs because Nesbitt's there now.
There's reason to be worried. Yeah.
No, but also I'm just saying, like, to get a better vantage point.
Sure,
Nesbitt's
sure.
now directly in front of him.
Yeah.
Going to create a flame orb?
Okay, so you got 2 now?
No, because I spent the last attack. Spent one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
why it hit so
Okay,
hard.
okay,
Yeah.
got it. Right on.
And then I'm going to swing, and this is with a +5. 14 +5, 19.
Hit.
Nice.
And this is against Talon.
Yes.
Okay.
+6. 16 damage.
Does that mean 10?
That is 10.
Okay.
He's still kicking. He's starting to wear down a little bit. You see, like his movements are getting
Just
sluggish.
a little bit.
Yeah. Well, a lot.
Noticeably.
Dramatically.
Okay.
How
good.
about that?
I thought you were like he's looking a little after 40 damage.
He's looking frazzled.
So it's his turn. He's pissed. He raises both of his hands
Is this
overhead.
his first turn?
Yes.
So
So,
he-
he takes
Shadow
he
of
takes-
Death.
He takes
Shadow
Shadow
of
of
Death.
Death and Venom. No,
He's not in Venom.
He's not in
Just
Venom.
Shadow of
Shadow of Death.
Ooh, 7.
7. That sucks. Goes right through his armor. Okay, yeah, that takes a lot of wind out of his sails, but he knows you're responsible for it.
Here it comes.
Getting
Both
juicy.
hands raised over his head, and manifesting from them is a warhammer. Brings this warhammer of solid glacial ice straight down on Nesbit. And he is level 2.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
No, a fucking whammy.
Natty 19.
What happens?
May I see your second sheet here.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Nothing good.
Does
He's
a
got
D
a one-hit KO.
What
a
does it
D8 plus a D6
See, when the GM's pulling out extra paper.
plus 4. 2 ones. Snake eyes.
So what does that mean?
Snake eyes.
Least amount of
Mi-
damage it could have done.
Minimum damage. He does 6 damage.
Yes.
Does that go past your armor?
He
Yes,
does.
it does.
Do you have
It
armor?
is. It's
Yes, I have one.
It does go past your
Warhammer.
armor.
Oh, it goes past my
Warhammer
armor?
bypasses armor.
Oh, Warhammer bypasses armor.
Equal
wow,
to your
shit.
strength.
Yeah, it bypasses 2 armor.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was equal to your strength.
That's his strength.
Equal to the user's strength, then, is what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it counted double if you were using it two-handed.
No, your strength is what it bypasses it by. The damage is double your strength.
Okay.
All right. So that was 7, you said?
6.
6. Okay.
Kind of the point of a hammer is to hit someone in armor. and
Excuse
still-
you? It's called a lady lump.
Plus 1. Okay, Kelton's turn. Yeah, you saw him visibly weakened by the thrashing he's taken from fighting an entire city. You know, and then somehow finding you guys who are worse news than the average chaff.
And Nesbit is standing in front of me between.
Yeah.
So it's Kelton, Nesbit,
Stare.
Talon?
Stare.
No, it's Kelton, Nesbit, Talon.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, you
if
stabbed
nothing
the
else has
guy.
changed, I'm still in a position to hit him, still with
Advantage.
advantage
Yeah. Well,
And-
still with the upper hand.
Upper
with
hand.
the upper hand. Yeah.
With the upper hand, and because I'm directly next to Kelton, you're getting the buff of my hope, which is +1 to attack.
+1 plus his +1 for phalanx. So
I'm running with a +7 right now before your bonus.
okay, so
Because you can, if he's still standing.
He's gonna do an extra 3d4. So Nesbit's gonna do an extra 3d4.
He's gonna.
if
He can
hits.
do more damage.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
But yours is to hit.
Yeah.
So you're.
The whole thing is, his go could finish him off, and that might be done. I'm less likely to do that, or it's impossible. I don't know where he's at.
I'm gonna have Nesbit take the shot. Then.
All right. So
All
you
right.
you give him a little pat on the rear.
Nesbit, take the shot, man.
all right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fucking stick this guy.
Let's end it.
Oh yeah, and I forgot I also have my wind dagger, so I'm gonna be
Yep.
doing
Yep.
So 4d4 plus my d6.
Yep.
So. How many advantages do I have?
One.
+1 from you, +1 from you.
No. He gives you +1 to dodge.
Oh, +1 to dodge.
It's a granted attack. It is also
But a
+1.
granted-
yeah.
granted, so
That's
+1.
right. You're
So-
correct.
So I got +2, 3, 15.
Hit.
Yes.
All right.
Watch minimum damage.
I know.
Not minimum.
Not minimum.
8, 10, 13,
13.
15,
15 minus 4.
11.
Oh no, sorry, minus 2 because he dropped his shield's gone.
Oh shit.
13.
So 13. He drops.
Nice.
Now, here's the thing. He falls down. Guy with the great sword is still up at the top of the stairs, warding off Galen, keeping anybody from entering this thing. It is now Obed's turn. What do you do?
Oh, it's Nesbit's turn.
Oh, I'm
Nesbit took
sorry.
the shot.
That's correct.
that's
Nesbit's
true.
turn. What do
Yeah.
you do?
Well, Kelton says,
Bloody brown.
All right. So is this dude less than 50 feet from me?
There are people between you and him, but yes.
Then I'm moving my shadow of death.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna move it to the top of the landing?
Yep.
All right.
Isn't
Shadow
that
of
where
death.
Galen is?
No.
I should be able to move it past Galen so that it's just hitting that guy and not hitting Galen.
Okay.
Nice.
Obed.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is Nesbit gonna move?
Yeah, he'll advance to the stairs.
Okay, let's say you
past the landing.
your speed is normally.
Oh wait, actually, is my Shadow of Death a move action or attack action?
It's an attack action.
Yeah, it's an attack to move it.
Okay, so your speed is normally 30 feet. Since you're ascending and having to push past people, I'm going to shorten it to 20. So let's say that guy was exactly like 55 feet away. Well,
Okay.
so you could have moved and done it. Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds fair.
All right. Obed.
I was just seeing if you.
So, I'm sorry, how far away was he?
He is 50 feet away from you.
And how does that compensate in the range? Each
Oh,
square is-
that's 10 spaces.
Oh, cool. Then I am going to just turn around and switch and flex back into Angry Red and throw a Javelin of Ice up the stairs.
All right. You're going to, go ahead, roll.
What are you rolling?
Is it a clear shot? Before he makes the
Because the guy's standing at the top of a landing and beating people down away from it. He's got a clear shot from where he is on the
Okay.
landing.
Yeah, I just wanted to say
That
before he
was
makes
my-
the
that was my
before he makes the
landing
decision, I
landing.
wanted to make sure he.
If Obed wasn't on the landing, I would say it gets a little murky.
That's a 7. Which I did that right.
Just civilians in the way.
I'm in the way. Fuck you.
Oh,
Yeah, and Galen.
never mind.
Yeah, okay. That's 10.
Hit.
Whoa, sweet.
Fucking grunts, man.
Damage.
What are you rolling?
Do you know what Talon's dodge was? 12.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't feel that way.
It doesn't scale you got to think about how these. We're not scaling those things with level.
Yeah.
That's 9 damage.
9 damage. Ooh, that hurt.
Is he dead yet?
He is not dead yet. He looks like he's good. He knows he's gonna have to take one for the team. He turns and he yells into the the office. He's like, I hope you're worth it. And then he takes his turn starts and he takes venom damage.
I was gonna say like I'm already rolling my dice. It's probably not gonna be a
Look
lot,
at Savannah paying attention.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying.
For
so
once.
hard. Shut up.
Wait, hold on. His turn starts?
Yes.
Yep.
So you need to roll too.
Oh yeah.
Shadow of Death.
2.
He took 2 venom damage.
And 5 Shadow of Death.
He died.
Oh yeah, that's what
speed
you get for
strats.
getting away my
Speed
Octodoxia.
strats. Speed strats.
Okay, so he's down. Now there's you are unopposed to enter the embassy or the tattoo shop.
Is it?
Yeah, I was totally picturing the tattoo shop as being like behind the building and like a side. So
No.
that's no longer relevant.
No,
Yeah,
they
I'm
share a
We're-
stairwell.
We're pretty much just going to the embassy.
I was
Yeah.
thinking like street level where like they're trying to get in the back door, and this is
Yeah.
so much better.
It's like 11. Do you want to call it or do you want to keep going?
Just, I got something.
All right.
So
Can Kelton take some teeth out of Talon's mouth real quick?
All right.
no, not if you want to keep moving.
No.
So you advance up the stairwell.
Yeah.
Okay. You pass the tattoo shop on your right. The embassy's on your left to go inside.
Tattoo shop.
Looks fucking cool. It really does. Yeah. I mean, like you're thinking I could be a skank. Like
I
yeah,
am a skank.
Yeah. So you take a
Not a
left.
day goes by I don't have that thought.
That's a skink. It's different.
Yeah.
You take a left into the embassy, and you see basically a reception area where there's a bunch of scared people who are clearly clerks and just have nothing to do with this, but they're frazzled by the sounds they've heard, by the fact that Ajax ran past them and was probably like, "Get down, shit's getting real." You go upstairs, and there's 2 more levels to this building. The embassy takes up the next 2 levels as well,
Right.
and there you notice that there are guards on the levels above. All of them are dead.
Oh shit.
All of their throats have been slit.
Whoa.
You go up further and further, and you walk into basically a door that looks very important, probably the main office where he works. There, you open the door, and he is lying dead on the ground, his throat slit, and next to him, tied to a chair, is the headless body of the former governor, Raulid Guantemo.
Wow.
And you know that because of the his vestments that he's wearing. To be continued. So thank you everybody for listening. Thank you for chat. I know this was a long one, but combat gets complicated. It's a great time. Thank you again, and we'll see you soon.
Was it Columbo?
It was Columbo.
It's always Columbo.
He's just a commando.